All right, this is the Stephen Bones Everything Podcast, and this time I have the Terminator, I think, Mr. Phoon Chi Ho.
Sup?
I think it's the Chiminator, I think.
Can.
The Chinese Terminator.
Any nator lah.
Yeah,
whatever.
What's up with the shades?
It's still not afternoon yet. I'm not used to this sort of timing.
Okay, this room we normally don't get any natural light, so
Yeah, I know.
still the shades.
Still, I can sense the sun is not in a position which tells me when to wake up.
This is where feng shui came from, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy trying to avoid the elements, telling people what's going on outside.
That's right. That's why we do podcasts.
Yeah. So you just got back from Ipoh like last night, right?
This is very good tea.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is crazy.
yeah.
What is it? Tell us about the tea.
This is it's a type of pu'er tea.
Uh-huh.
The brand is called Chen Yuan Hao, which is one of my favorites.
Whoa.
Like most teas that we drink, like are harvested from like plantations. So
Okay.
like it's like short bushes. If you've been to Cameron Highlands, you've probably seen those kind of
Right.
bushes, right? But pu'er tea all grows in Yunnan, China.
Okay.
All right, and you have plantations as well. But the tea from this guy, he collects only gusu cha, which is like ancient tree tea. So like these are like the same plants, but they've like grown into like gigantic trees over the years,
Whoa.
over a lot of hundreds of years sometimes. So like the quality of the leaf is completely different lah.
Right. Yeah. I can
and
taste
these-
it from the taste.
Yeah, and these trees, right? I think the common understanding is that as tall as they are, you see on the outside. So if it's like 5 meters of tree, there's like 5 meters of roots.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's incredible lah.
Wow.
And limited quantity because of the nature of the thing like that, right? So yeah lah, I got it I got quite a bit of it last time when it was still fairly underappreciated.
Man, this is serious stuff.
Yeah, of course.
This is pu'er, but it's different, right?
Yeah, like the regular plantation pu'er, I really have trouble drinking.
Oh,
Yeah, because like after I drink it, I don't feel well, like get like cold sweats and all that. But for some reason, this is fine.
this is like wine that's not from the Chinese shop, like Jaya Grocer
Yeah,
or
exactly,
something.
exactly. But yeah, the good thing
Original.
about tea is that like a bottle of good whiskey, you spend like hundreds,
Yep.
and realistically, you can probably polish it off with a couple of friends within 1-2 sessions, right?
Mm.
With tea, you can spend like hundreds upwards to thousands on a piece. Like this kind of pu'er, they would normally come in like 300 over grams in one like cake kind of thing. And like one session like this, you're probably using about 5 to 8 grams maximum. And you
Wow.
can drink the whole day pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very Chinese way to comparing, whiskey and tea. It's like, where can I save more on the tea?
Exactly.
And you're trying to justify it
Yeah.
with me.
I want to be high class, but I want to save money. I find taste in cheap stuff. Huh?
Okay.
Alright.
So, yeah, I just got back from Ipoh.
Yeah.
Grandma passed away. I think it was on
sorry for that,
Thursday. And we got this whole like ritual thing. We pray, and hopefully everyone has to follow certain rules and,
Yeah.
and dress code. And this one was a bit special. We all wore red.
Red.
Yeah,
Isn't that like
During
the
a wake,
the
yeah,
one
it's
color
like-
that you're not supposed to
yeah,
wear?
yeah. So why? It's because my grandmother is over 100 years old. So
So
it's like, whoa, it's like bonus.
So it's like a level unlock.
Bonus level for her. And we're here to celebrate her life. And
Yeah.
man, it was
Because
kind of nicely done.
for those not in the know, usually Chinese funerals, the first generation wears white, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Then so if
Like
if it's,
guests,
if it's your
friends and all black
Yeah.
in color.
so if
yeah.
it's your grandma, who passed away, that means your dad will be wearing white and you will be wearing blue, right?
No. I think it's for my family. What I've been through was first generation. You wear white on the inside, on the outside you wear this sort of like straw.
Oh yeah, the
type-
straw, like it's like
Yeah.
like a scarf or a vest kind of thing, right?
Yeah, like someone those high end designers would make and call it fashion and sell it to rich
one
people.
day it's gonna
One
be
of
on
those.
like Paris Fashion Week.
It really it looks like one of those. If you're really tall, it makes you look like Groot.
Yeah.
So, and then I think second generation, because I've always like wore white,
Mm.
so I'm technically second generation after my father. Right? So
Then
it's
after that,
white.
it's blue, right?
Blue? I'm not too sure. I've never seen a blue one.
I wore blue. Like when my grandma passed away, I wore blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have no idea what's going on there.
No idea.
Yeah, but red is the one I've never heard of.
Yeah, this is completely red, man.
Yeah. It's like, cause if it was like a normal Chinese funeral, you wore red, you are asking for trouble, right?
You know that you're the enemy, like.
Yeah, exactly. But when the person passes away is over 100 years old, level unlocked.
Yeah, man.
Everything achieved. You ong until you're gone lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me thought about, have we even decided what to do when we die?
Right.
Are we allowed to? Because we got to make those decisions. We can't make those decisions.
What would you make your kids wear? Like when daddy dies, all of you need to show up in Armani's.
You see, I'm the kind of guy who, try my very best not to double park in section 15, I don't like to inconvenience people, and it's so difficult to decide what to do, because I don't want, my kids to, like, every year they will find a day where they have to drive, like, kilometers.
Yeah.
Just to make sure daddy is still there.
Right?
So I think I'm postmodern in that sense, but I don't think that wakes and funerals are for the dead.
Yeah, it's always for the living.
For the living.
Yeah, for the living.
So what to do?
Yeah, I'm always amazed by like how Chinese aunties, right? Like even like our own moms or whatever, right? You can grow up and be with them through all the ups and downs the family goes through. You will never see one teardrop from them.
Mm-hmm.
You will never see them express any form of sadness.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the funeral, they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Arriving at the funeral, they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Standing at the casket, they're still fine.
Mm-hmm.
But when the moment they gather together and like the priest start, suddenly he's like,
Yeah.
Wow. And I'm like,
it's a last wave of attack,
Yeah.
to get your name stamped in the will, I suppose. I don't know why. But it's like that though.
I don't know.
It's
Is
weird.
that do they like put like a contract or the will on the person when they bury them, so that when the aunties go there they read, my name is not in there.
I don't know. Maybe they should read out the will and more people will cry during the wake.
He gave all of it to charity.
Who's Charity?
Who's Charity?
Who's this Chinese girl?
He cheated on me with Charity.
Who's Charity?
Oh man. We're recording this on a Monday because we share something in common. We're freelance fathers with no work
And 2 kids.
Yeah.
Man,
Each.
I can tell you right now, I'm not sure whether he's okay with it, but Bone's okay with it. I'm sure you are, but this is like the neatest part of your house.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
It's okay, and it's okay.
It's okay.
We just need to show people that look, we're kids. That's why, and everyone is like,
And it's the one part of the house that doesn't have a single freaking Lego in it.
So like before I had kids, right? I was staying together with my then girlfriend and then wife now. My mom will always come over, and she's like this house chore junkie,
Oh,
so
yeah,
she'll knock on the door and then like, do you have clothes to fold? And then she'll come in and ask for my clothes, and then she'll start complaining.
Yeah.
Like,
Shows up at your house with a broom, right?
yeah, why you pile all this thing there? Do you have a drawer for this? Why your drawers are so messy? Because you asked me to put things in the drawer.
Right.
Like, it's so messy. So after I have like my first kid,
my
mom comes over and is like, oh, having kids are like that one.
It's like,
like, don't worry, just leave it there, don't worry.
Yeah, like
focus on the kid.
The moment you have a child, the World Health Organization just lowers the standard for you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you. Suddenly it's like, what? You don't need to like tidy up the place anymore.
And when you go to someone's house who has kids and the place is tidied up, gone mate.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
For sure.
Gosh.
It's always like this.
Yeah, because like I remember like when me and my wife were dating, I was the messy one.
Okay.
Right, I was the messy one, and she was the neat freak.
Okay.
And now it's like the other way around. Because like she's got no energy and time left to like try to tidy stuff up.
Yeah.
So I'll come in like a whirlwind, like once every 6 months or once a year, and I'll just throw out like half the house.
Yeah.
So you're coming in, seeing my place after I threw out like half the stuff.
I think there's a difference between, like, if I compare myself to my mother, I mean, her generation, she would constantly do it, like
Yeah.
really tidy up, like every damn day, mop the floor, sweep the floor.
Did your mother like
And-
work or?
She does. She comes back
Mm.
at around maybe 8:30 at night, and she would just clean up the house for until 10:30.
Yeah.
And weekends is like a full day of cleanup again. And she'll wake me up in the morning like, Chiao, it's 7 o'clock, wake up. I'm like, Mom, it's Sunday. Like, yeah, but I'm mopping the floor. You better wake up. I'm like, I'm not sleeping on the floor.
Exactly.
You wake me up
Feet on
for?
the floor.
Feed me bullshit like, if you wake up earlier, your day will be longer. No, I think it won't.
I
it will
don't
be
want
the
a long
same
day.
amount of time.
Yeah. And I don't want a long. I had a whole week of
I
long
want
days.
a long sleep. I don't want a long. I just don't understand.
Oh,
But after having kids, it's like, okay, everything like, okay, yeah, you're free now. You don't need to do all this. But you know, if you have any washing or folding clothes you need to be done, don't forget to call me.
Yeah. But yeah, now having kids now is like just getting things done on time. Trying to be punctual is such a struggle. And like now I realize like, wow, when I was like single and free, that I wasted so much time. You know? And I really should have enjoyed it more because now it's like
now it's like, oh man,
there's no time to do anything.
There's no time.
yeah.
There's always some form of delay,
Yeah.
and you have to like really be very patient.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll
Like,
be rushing, you know, like okay, I can use this story because you know we have already like set it up.
Yeah.
We're like comedians set it up earlier in the podcast. We were
so
in
structured.
we were in Ipoh. It was during my grandmother's funeral. She has just possibly, you know, been wheeled into the incinerator and all, and we still have to do more prayers,
Mhm.
which is fine.
Yeah.
And two of my kids start to complain that no, I think we're collecting the ashes. Yeah, we're collecting the ashes. Right after collecting the ashes, we're supposed to pray some more.
Yeah.
But both my kids complain like, Daddy, I need to popo. I'm like, okay, let's go to the pool here. And they're like, it's dirty. I'm like, what to do? The my grandma's place is like, I don't know, 12 kilometers away.
Oh gosh.
So what to do, right? Have
Yeah.
to say sorry, take my leave, and all. Like we'll
Grandma can
them
wait.
back, you know. No, grandma's actually in the car boot. Actually, she's in the car boot. So
Yeah,
we
she's not
go
in a
back
rush.
to my grandma's place, and then I was trying to be patient,
Yeah.
but I was angry at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you our backsides are made to hold poo poo, okay? Right? Do you know we are all busy?
Yeah.
And you have to hold your poo poo. If you don't want to poo poo where you want to poo poo, I tell
Yeah.
you later when you go back home, I don't want to see 1 or 2 poo poo. You give me at least 7 to make this worth it. You know, like
You gotta
I
flood the
tell them
toilet
that.
lah.
And kids being kids.
Yeah.
It's just 1 or 2. I'm like,
Oh,
you see? You can't be angry in this situation because
I know, but like,
have no concept of time.
but okay, how old is your boy? The one that.
Okay, I have 2. One
Yeah.
is 4. One is going to be 7.
So which one was the one that?
Both of them.
Both.
The younger one actually thought that I'll hold it in, and then after that, the older one went like, I want to poo poo, and then the younger was like,
I also.
hey, I wanted to poo poo first, and it became a competition. It's like,
Oh,
what's this? This is a
gosh.
temple. Can you keep quiet?
But yeah, right. Kids always have to like do things at the worst time
Yeah.
possible. Like I remember like my wife takes forever to pack things up when we need to leave the house, right? So every time like she's done packing, especially for vacations or whatever, where like I would be ready at like 9 in the morning or 10 in the morning and say, okay, let's leave at 11. And it'll be like 5 o'clock in the afternoon already. And she's like, couple more things to pack. Yeah. And then like finally everything's ready. Everyone's ready. Get onto the car. Everything's loaded. I'm like, all right, let's go. Start the engine. You see the babies and go,
Yeah.
you know, the poo face.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, oh gosh.
It's
And then
like-
like you have to unload half the car because like the one cream that's supposed to wipe their butts is in there.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta,
That used to be it, man.
yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, we both also drive the same car.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
Nissan
this is
Serena.
Serena. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice family
It's,
car.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
especially if you had to pay full price for it.
Mm.
No, but
Did you pay for price? You did.
I What you think I'm that big a influencer? No, I have no social media career, right?
So did you pay full price for it?
They didn't give me like a full discount lah.
Oh man, because I didn't.
You didn't pay for the car at all.
I only ever buy second-hand cars.
Oh, you buy second-hand
It
car?
still works, you buy it, man.
Smart.
It's like adopting kids.
I know, but
It still work. You adopt it.
yeah. No, but the Nissan Serena, right? When I did my research, I was like, wow, this is a very practical car. So my wife, she's like, wow, yeah. And like, we were against the idea of getting like an Alphard or Velfire because it's like so big.
Yeah.
And like,
We're not famous enough.
yeah, and I don't know enough about cars to justify buying a second-hand car, so I'm a bit paranoid. And the Serena just like, wow, it's so practical lah. It's like so much form and function.
Mm-hmm.
So I told my wife, okay, let's go for a test drive. She said, you go lah. I said, no, this car is not about the driver.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I need to make sure you can drive it as well. So brought her along for the test drive, and we made sure we brought the kids. My daughter, right, the moment the car door opened up, and she said, oh, Daddy, I can climb into this car by myself. Let's get this car. I was like, wait. We test drive first. We'll drive it, right? I was so miserable driving the car. I was like, not enough power lah. It takes a while, because my previous car was a Nissan Sylphy, so that was quite nice lah, quite a fun drive. This is like, wow, I feel like the school bus driver.
You're much higher, right?
Yeah, you're much higher.
It's like so big,
and
everything.
The car is just made out of like 90% windows.
Yeah.
So everyone can see you do everything. You have zero privacy.
Yeah.
And then my kids at the back were like, wow, there's so much space. Wow, I got a table, I got this thing to hold my drinks all. And then after we got back to the showroom, I told my wife, okay, test drive also. She drove it. I was like, oh, okay lah, it's not as hard as I thought. Okay, came back down. And I said, hey, there's the extra there. Since we're here, let's try lah. Open the door. It's SUV, right? Open the door. My daughter like looked at the thing, and there's no way she's climbing up, right? And she's like, Daddy, this car not good. I don't like this car. Let's try first. No, Daddy, no. Let's not do it. I want the other one.
I had my eye on the Serena for like 2 years, and I'm forced to buy it. Why? Because I totaled my previous car.
Oh, damn.
And I had no choice. I had to spend a bit more money to get, I think, a much nicer car, because the kids are getting like older.
Yeah, right.
And they, for some reason, they just occupy a lot of space. So
does your wife like
kinda,
fill up half the car with like stuff every time you guys travel, or is it you? Or
yeah, I think mostly my wife's stuff, because I'll pack like, I don't know, an hour before we leave.
yeah, they claim it's for the kids, right? They claim like, oh, actually 90% of all this stuff is for the kids, right? We know the real answer. It's not taking there for the kids. The kids don't need that much.
Yeah, so yeah, my wife would pack tons of snacks for them,
Like
and then
5 plush toys that are like oversized.
oh man, and then they will overeat, and then we reach Ipoh and we're like, hey, come, let's eat all this nice Ipoh stuff, right? And then the kids were like, oh, we're full, we don't
not hungry
go back to the car. And then why is there no aircon? Like, this Ipoh.
Yeah,
Things like that. But it's kind of cool. I think my kids really like the car. And
Right?
it's I think they just like stuff with really huge spaces.
Yeah.
They can run around the car, like for the first time or something.
Yeah,
like that.
and
I remember there was once I was kind of telling them what's going on.
yeah.
With grandma, who's like almost on the brink of death, and then trying to make them understand that you won't be able to see grandma anymore, eternal sleep, whatever. I try to make it cute and digestible for the kids, right? So they're asking questions like, Daddy, how old will I be when Daddy is 100 years old? I was like, I don't think Daddy's gonna live to 100. Like you're probably around like close to 60 something, 70. Like, and then what happens to you? The young one said, Daddy will die, I won't see you again. And then his first answer right after that was, then who's gonna drive the car? The older one chimed in like, yeah, Daddy, this is a very nice car. Like, hey, hello, focus on me for a bit. I'm talking about death here. Hey, since when is your airtime?
Right.
Keep quiet,
yeah,
right?
Gosh. No, my daughter, like after we brought the car home, right? She's like, wait, Daddy, I'm gonna name this car. This is our big red monster car. I was like, okay, and we're gonna have it forever. Please don't bring your old black car back.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, that was like the car that Daddy drove Mummy when you were born. And all that. So I was like, no, it's okay, Daddy.
Yeah.
This car is better. We need to keep this car forever.
Yeah. They were like that. Because
Oh,
my previous car was actually a Grand Livina, also second hand.
yeah.
Total that, and after a while driving the Serena, I was thinking like, why on earth did Nissan call it the Grand Livina? Why bother with the word Grand?
Why
Just
Grand?
call it
Yeah,
Livina.
Yeah, lah.
This should
No,
be the
but
Grand Serena.
Nissan has a huge problem naming their cars.
Yeah,
Right? The high end stuff, they're fine. Like the Fair Lady is them, right?
Yeah, fairly. I think there's one called the President or something like
I
that.
don't know. And then like
The Terrano, the big one, right? Terrano.
which is cool, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then suddenly you got like
Girls' names.
the Sylphie lah. People were like, what the hell is a Sylphie? I was like,
Like Safiro sounds very
and then
Italian, and then the Chinese people will change Safiro to Safilo.
and then the Sylphie wasn't any better also. Like it was the syphilis, and you
Yeah.
know what? And the Sylphie was the new name they gave it. No, you know what was the old name?
Sylvia?
The Bluebird, the Nissan
Oh,
Bluebird.
Right. Yeah, I remember. Okay, I remember all this. Why? Because my dad actually works on Nissan, and that's how I got my second-hand discounts.
Oh gosh.
So, yeah, there was that Nissan Bluebird.
Yeah.
There was a time where they don't even bother like naming it. Like it was first called the 130Y. Like why are you
Like, why are you trying to make it
giving
sound like some like
Star
elaborate
Wars
sports car?
droid names, you know? And after that, it's called the Nissan Sunny.
Yeah.
I remember Bluebird. Bluebird sounds kind of cool, but very uncle at the same
Yeah,
time.
exactly. You know, but then the Chinese translation was
I think
blue is lan and in Hokkien bird is jiao ah. So
wow, good lah.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
I think they have an answer for that too, because my wife drives a Lasio. Is it called a
the last show, yeah, everyone's like the Falasio.
Is it called a Lasio?
Last show lah.
Because I will call up Nissan. I'm sorry, this is dropping brand names. Yeah. Then they say, sir, your car that is due for service. The Latio. I'm like, you mean the Lasio? No, the Latio. Okay, man. You guys call it Latio. I'll call it Latio.
Yeah.
You guys are Nissan. What do I know? Okay, but I like it as Lasio.
Yeah, because like when you say last show, people are like, oh, it's the
Right.
it's the Falasio.
Right.
Never
You
any good
wanted some
names.
sex appeal, but
Yeah.
it's not.
And the Serena, of all the names you could give MPV, okay, like Toyota, they have the Alphard. Alpha, right? Alphard.
Right.
Velfire,
Yeah.
wow, fire. You know?
Yeah.
Then Nissan is like, Serena. And you're like, what? What?
Try to play the
Yeah.
beta version.
Yeah. Did you guys forget to put like a bow accessory on top of the car just to like, you know,
I don't
deter all male drivers of this?
Funny story though, my Serena second hand bought from a lady, a dato, okay,
Okay.
who bought this car for her 18-year-old daughter to be driven around by a driver. Of course, man.
Oh gosh.
When you're 18 years old,
Need a driver.
Serena is
Yeah,
not your
right.
best friend. Okay, you want something else like a Ferrari
Oh man.
or something.
No, but okay, like we're talking
So
about
they
getting,
sold it less than a year though. Then I bought it cheap.
the car was fine, right? It's just the image. Oh gosh. Like my neighbor, he's an Indian guy, married a Chinese lady. They got Chindian kids, right? And he was like mulling over buying a new car. So it was like, okay, do I buy like a sedan, that's something I really like, or do I get like a family wagon lah? So he's like, I said, why don't look at like the Serena Alphard or something like that? I said, Alphard within your budget lah, you know, it's quite good. Alphard or Velfire. And he was like, bro, you gotta remember, you know, I have this Chinese wife who's most probably going to be sitting in the back with the kids and all that. And you got an Indian guy up front driving his car. Everyone's going to think I'm the driver.
Right? It's just the imagery, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I think when we get like big ass cars like this, and we're dads, right? Immediately our friends will sit and then we'll ask us questions, because I got asked quite a few times, because I would drop off some of our friends, you know, we're comedians, and most of them got no car. and no
right.
jobs.
Yeah.
So no choice.
That's why
the
Jerry
lucky
Seinfeld.
ones, I have to drop them off.
Yeah, that's why Jerry
Jerry
Seinfeld has a
Seinfeld
show called Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, right? Because comedians don't have
They all
cars.
react like they see a car for the first time. Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, and he brings literally the oldest car he can find.
So I think like out of 4 of our friends, our mutual friends, right?
Yeah.
You sit in the car, then you look around. After 20 seconds, they go like, "So you bought this car because you're a family man?" They had no idea why we would buy these cars. Like why would you do that?
Yeah, I don't.
But
there's
yes,
no testosterone in this car.
Yeah, it is exactly
Yeah,
what we
right.
bought it for. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So yeah, I told my wife like, cause she was like, oh, it's okay lah. As long as you're comfortable driving the car, it's fine. I don't have to drive it. I said no. You have to drive it. You have to know how to drive. You have to be comfortable driving and parking this car.
Yeah.
Because this is the ultimate sacrifice I'm going to make.
Yes.
Because what I really want is like a Mini Cooper or something like that.
Get used to it. There's always the dream.
No, I haven't gotten used to it. The only thing I have now is a higher level of view, a higher view when I see a Mini Cooper pass me by. I'm like, oh man. I have this thing though, like I don't know why. I've never sat in a Mini Cooper before. I've never driven one before. I've never like owned one or anything at all. But for some reason I really want one, or at least to drive one. So now there's like all these like car rental apps, right? And there's one thing I really want to do this year, like it's a thing I want to do, is to like, go somewhere, park my car in like PJ Atria or whatever, leave it there for a few hours and go and like rent a Mini Cooper just to drive around, just to get out my system.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why.
That's good.
Yeah, it feels like fun. Just like you, I crashed my previous car as well. So for a couple of months while I was in the shop and getting the insurance claim and all that, I had to I was lucky enough that these car rental services came along lah. So car, money. Anyway, so yeah, waiting for money to drop from the sky. So I used SoCar and I was quite happy with it, and it felt really fun because it's like you just book the car, drive for whatever amount of time you need it, and just leave it back where you found it, and you're done.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, and then like
It's any car.
SoCar.
Possible.
Yeah.
Hang on, try to. This is Richard. Oh.
Yeah. So if you are from SoCar and you like to advertise on this podcast, please provide a promo code.
Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
I've been in one before.
How is it?
I think it very much depends on the driver though.
Right, it's a driver's car. It's not
Yeah.
like nobody ever sat in the passenger seat.
Cause it's fun, It's like
Yeah.
it's like Joe Pesci.
Yeah, my friend called it. Say it's a go kart.
Yeah.
You're basically driving a go kart.
It really it feels like that
Yeah.
because one of my friends I think we kind of know him. I'm not gonna say his name here, but he's also a very very senior comedian. Drives I think a Morris Minor or something like that. Mini Minor something.
Mini more.
It's still very very small though.
Yeah.
And it's very very low. You basically have to say hi to all the drivers like that.
Oh man.
You have to. This is how you pay for parking.
Yeah.
Is it in my hand? Is my hand even in the screen? It's just how you get it.
Yeah.
It's very small. It's very nice though. Yeah, go kart.
Yeah. Right.
Very much like go kart.
Like that. That's why I like I like the combination of having one big car at home, like the Serena, and one small car. So like the small car we have at home is a Kia Picanto, which like over the years I've really grown to love. Because I think locally our only choices for cars that small would be like the Axia, the Iris, the i10, and the Picanto.
The Kanchil, is it still alive?
Kanchil? No, I don't think
It's
so.
not coming out the newer versions.
There's
Every
no new
time there's
Kanchil
a
already, what?
facelift.
They facelifted until there's no Kanchil anymore. Yeah, no more face to lift already. Yeah, so now it's just the Myvis, and the Myvis are quite, it's bigger than like these segment of cars, and it's shock lah, the Picanto, because I remember the first time I sat in it and I drove it, it felt like a big car. Although from the outside it's like so small, right? But when you drive it inside, it doesn't feel like a small car at all, and it's so easy to get parking. You just zip around everywhere, and you feel so nice because it's just you, right? Half the time, like I'm sure when we're driving, it's just us, right? Driving long haul and like just no one else. So there's no reason to be in like a huge car and have trouble like parking in small places. Or, and it's a waste of petrol, lah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So
especially when you can't really drive. I mean, a lot of people
Yeah, a lot of
They-
people don't deserve.
Oh man, huge cars, not enough skill, and the experienced drivers will know. Like we sit outside looking at this car, like taking so much
Yeah.
time to get into a parking lot, but we just look at the wheel. It's turned at the wrong angle. We go, we're never gonna get into this slot. I cannot,
Yeah,
right?
I got a friend who just bought a Velfire because like they have one kid,
Mhm.
but for some reason they're like, oh, we need a Velfire, we need a car. Because we're always like, I was like, okay lah, and they already have SUVs at home. Okay, they have like 2 SUVs at home, and they still got the Velfire. End up the wife don't know how to park the car.
No, great,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, but I think if you're saying anything at all, I think like if you're driving like not to say a small car, but a car, we would think that that you're in a you're lower middle class.
Mhm.
It's I would say a very very affordable car. I think with all these like car rental services,
Yeah.
right, you should just go out there and rent like the most expensive car just to try it out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because you really feel something. You
Yeah.
really feel like, what, if
You feel poverty.
yeah, you first you have to feel that.
Yeah,
If you feel that, and then you realize that you know what, we gotta do something. You gotta do something. We work a bit harder, do
No,
something
actually,
different, and
okay.
and now you have that certain target because you're in it. You feel something already. That's how I felt when my mother's the company she works for acquired like a car showroom kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's no choice but to drive a company car,
Mhm.
and they're all Mercedes Benz.
Wow.
So I drove her AMG. I'm like, what? At the time I was still driving a Myvi or something.
Yeah.
So, and after that I thought, shit, I just need to work a bit harder lah. Let's try lah.
Yeah.
Still cannot afford a AMG. But hey, at least I'm not driving a
I just
Myvi.
can afford to rent the AMG.
You know?
Okay, but for me it worked the other way around.
Oh, okay.
Because when I crashed my car, I was fortunate enough that my neighbors were willing to lend me their cars. So I got to drive like an Audi A4.
Oh, okay.
I got to drive, I think, one of my neighbors, was it CL200 or something like that? Or
That sounds expensive.
yeah, like the wheel itself, like one wheel is like 1,500 ringgit.
1,500.
Yeah, so
Wait, that's the tire, is it?
just one
Oh,
tire. Yeah, so I drove those around. I got to drive those around. I got to drive like a Subaru XV also.
Mm.
And after a while, I was like, okay lah, I don't really feel the enjoyment. What is this start-stop nonsense? Why does the engine die every time I stop at a traffic
Yeah,
light?
yeah.
What is this rubbish?
Saving the planet.
Yeah, right. What is this?
Yeah.
What's this rubbish? And like, when I used the SoCar, I got to drive like a Toyota Rush, which was okay. Drove Axia, Myvi, and all that, and I'm like, okay lah. Actually, car's a car lah.
Yeah.
Gets you A to B. If I can, I would still prefer not to get like the Myvi and the Axias and all this kind of stuff. I would try to get like you want something a bit more solid lah, if you can, right? It's
Yeah,
within
yeah,
your
yeah.
budget.
Yeah.
But if I had to, if the numbers did not allow, I would happily take
Yeah.
any of these.
Well, a car is still a car.
Yeah, a
isn't
car
it?
is still a car.
I think I will never get to the point where I would use a car just to show status.
You wait lah. You get your
No,
AMG.
I really do not know why, because
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy with what I have now, and I don't see the point unless one of the cars die, and I have the option to buy something safer and easier.
Yeah,
to drive.
your Serena tire hits a nail, then you drive it to the workshop, and then you come back
yeah.
with a Merc.
Was that punctured?
Tire puncture. Yeah.
I said,
Luckily got it second hand.
change car. sorry, change tire. yeah, I think I'm fairly lucky when it comes to just upgrading cars.
Mm.
Because I've gone into like crazy accidents, man. I don't think it's my fault.
So wait, were you
Someone
sober?
hit me, absolutely sober,
Okay.
and also driving slow.
Oh,
So
dang.
I think it's someone hit me, and greasy floor.
Oh,
Because the tow trucks, and these guys are amazing. I mean, our police should really think about just copying what they do. The tow truck guys.
They are the most efficient guys ever, right?
I hit the wall somewhere near Wadatama, And just less than 5 minutes, a tow truck guy pops by. Alright, and then 1, 2, 3, I've got like 4 choices on which tow truck to choose from,
Yeah.
Alright, and guess who was last? The police.
That's okay. At least they arrived.
They block traffic like accident. Yeah lah. What do you think? What do you see my car? What do you think this is? A display, is it?
These
some artwork, is it?
these tow truck drivers, right? They arrive at accidents faster than like some Marvel superheroes. You know?
Yeah, it's just amazing. Why can't police be that like?
I don't know. It's like maybe they see an accident happening before you do.
Okay, so this reminds me of a story. I got robbed before.
Oh dang.
Long time ago. We were in this place somewhere near SS3, can't remember what was the name. We were just drinking.
Yeah.
It's a pub. Suddenly like 7 guys burst in with like rusty parangs.
Rusty parangs.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Rusty parangs. I mean, I would fight back, but hey, the tetanus shot was not worth it.
Alright.
You know.
If they were clean,
Yeah,
fresh
it was
parangs,
gleaming and all, like,
fine.
I was like, who here needs
Yeah.
saving? You know, I'll be there,
Yeah.
bring me my shield.
Yeah.
Something. Right? So, yeah, we all got robbed. And then they were very organized. They just ran back out, jumped onto the motorcycles. There's another 7 guys. They're like the designated drivers or
Yeah.
something, right? Jumped on and just drove off. And then we were like just trying to recover stuff, like, putting back the chairs, because there's a bit of panic and struggle.
Yeah.
And then the police just burst through the doors. They go like, "Mana penyamun?" I was like, "Sudah balik." Everyone was like, "Why?"
The amount of confidence that they show.
Wah. All the uncles like, "Wah, you bersubahat punya lah."
Right. It's like the war is over, and then the infantry you're in shows up, and you're like, yeah, ready for the war. Done lah, day.
It's like Avengers, like,
Yeah.
Avengers assemble.
Yeah.
Hey, why am I turning to dust?
Alright, with that, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back for... I don't know if it's going to be a half or a third or whatever. We're just going to take a break, and we're going to come back. We'll see.
Hey everybody! If you like this podcast, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Stephen Bones Everything on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Podbean. You can find audio episodes of this podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and most major platforms. Thank you for your support. Okay, let's get back to our program.
And we are back from our break. Yes! We say it like as if like we actually took a proper break and...
Yeah.
Like-
Should we tell them what happened?
Yeah, and there's no...
Would it lose the
No.
magic of the break?
There is no magic.
We
It's just
here
a room
in
with
the
a couple of dudes and... There is no magic in this room. There's a lot of other stuff that happens, but magic is not one of them. So yeah, basically, like, okay, the reason we take breaks on this podcast, since the last couple episodes, is because my phone, I record this on my phone, right? And if you have been a loyal follower of this podcast, which is like, I don't know, one
follower.
one serial
What's
killer.
that?
I don't know.
What's a loyal follower? It's like
Someone's actually like
a stalker.
yeah,
That's
probably
that's a loyal follower.
yeah, or someone who's been watching this as a form of torture.
Mm-hmm.
You probably realized that the previous episodes looked like they were shot on like a potato.
On
A potato.
on a put like
Like,
on
someone used a potato to make the video.
right.
Like they just carved the hole and then like just
Okay.
and not even like a US potato. It's a China
It's like
potato.
a China one.
Yeah.
China one.
Yeah.
Actually, the cheaper one is actually Pakistani potato.
Pakistani potato.
So I also do, just like you, I also do groceries. Those are very cheap.
Yeah.
Please buy that.
Yeah. So what would happen is that basically I would have to use the selfie camera because I needed to see what's going on and
Alright.
make sure that the camera is recording.
You should take a photo.
Retain
of
a
the
visual.
setup.
Yeah, you can take a photo and it's just.
This
So
is-
what I'm trying to do in this episode with Chiho is I'm using the better cameras on my phone to face us, which means I can't see the screen of the phone, right? Which means I need something to help me see the screen of the phone. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I've set up a tablet in front of my phone, dangling in front of my phone,
Can you see?
to capture my phone's screen.
You can't see anything from there, I suppose. But you know
Yeah.
the loyal fans will zoom in and do their research.
Yeah.
So there's a phone, there's a tablet there.
Yeah. So the tablet, I'm using the tablet's
Yeah.
selfie camera to selfie on the phone, so that I can see what's going on the
Exactly.
phone.
Obviously, this house has no mirrors.
Yeah. Like and you know what? I had one of those.
Thought of that.
I had one of those IKEA mirrors, you know, the square ones, for the longest time, and it was somewhere in this house. And I was like, I will never use this thing.
Like the one you hang on the walls for nothing at all, for decoration. Cause I have.
No,
some
like the
those.
square one that.
Right.
The
You
bachelor
it
mirror
looks
lah.
like yeah.
Yeah, the bachelor mirror when you rent a house and there's no mirror, that's the one you buy.
It's got like they have got the beehive shape.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
those type. Okay. Right.
So I was looking for that, I couldn't find it, and I was like, okay, Chi Ho is coming tomorrow. I need to figure out something. So like, okay, I was like,
Put
look
a
at my
metal
tablet.
bowl.
I tried. It doesn't like it's not clear enough. You know, you can only tell if the screen's on or off. Trust me, I tried. I tried using this.
Oh no. what's
Anything
that?
reflective. I tried. I dug out this old hip flask that I used to have. If I didn't think about the tablet, the next one I would have tried was aluminum foil.
That would have been a nicer picture.
Yeah. So basically, why we do the break is because my phone, when I record on my phone these videos, it will always crap out at like the 40+ minute mark, right? And it's never consistent. If it was consistent, it'd be so much easier to work with. But it's never consistent. I don't know whether it's a heat issue because after I record, the phone is not hot. I don't know if it's like some self-limiting feature. I don't know if it's a file size thing. I can't figure out why or whatever what the workaround is. So I figured, okay lah, the other way we can make it organic is to, you know, I'll just keep an eye on everything, and you know, whenever it gets to like the half an hour mark, I was like, okay, then wait lah. Let's see when's a good time to take a break, and then start the recording again.
Maybe the phone is just crying out loud.
This
Kinda
sucks!
Like, no, just stop! Why?
You guys are talking trash!
Make it stop!
There's a reason this is not on TV or radio!
Reset me back to market. What?
Give me the virus! I wanna die.
Yeah. It's crazy now, huh?
Yeah, the virus is like mad, right? And this is the first time I've seen a virus go from one name to another.
Yeah.
Right? It went from like coronavirus. No, it started Wuhan virus.
Wuhan, yeah.
It started as the Wuhan virus.
Didn't know what it was. And now we found out it's a coronavirus because it came from animal to human being.
Yeah, but
I know slightly a bit more. Like,
yeah.
as a parent, we gotta have to.
But
know
it's not like when a hurricane comes by, they give it a name, then it just sticks with the name. They don't like change the name after finding out.
I
some
don't know
new
how.
revelation
I
about
don't
it.
know how they came up with hurricane names. I think they name it after the first victim to die. You know, it's always
But it's always a
some
woman.
lady. You know, like
It's always some lady.
here comes Halloween Sally. 1 minute silence for Sally. So, but yeah,
Imagine
coronavirus.
like some guy from the meteorological department, right? Just like, you know, see a hurricane coming and he's just like out of binoculars. It's like, okay, it's like, okay, guy got sucked in, never mind. What's that? Oh, who's that lady? We need to find out who she is. What's her
man,
name?
It's so unfair.
Yeah, right. It's never a dude.
Is there a Hurricane Michael or something?
Yeah.
No,
No,
Hurricane
right.
James.
No, it's always like Hurricane Sally, Hurricane Christina, whatever it is lah, right? Gender equality, big issues.
Mm.
Yeah. And then like what?
Keep it general like Corona.
General corona. So it's like we started with Wuhan virus, then became coronavirus, and then now it's like COVID-19. And like I don't get it because like coronavirus is 5 syllables, COVID-19 is 4
Actually, that's the shorter version. COVID-19.
Yeah, but it's like 1 syllable. If they just shorten it to COVID, I would be okay lah.
Is co for corona, vid for virus disease, 19 for the year. So
2019.
COVID-19.
That sounds like the IC name, you know.
But I think coronavirus just sounds like a droid
Like
from
IC.
from Star Wars.
Yeah.
COVID-19. COVID-19 at your service.
You have been
Scary
infected.
Yeah, they think they took a while to come up with a name because China, you know, they're not used to coming up with original stuff.
Yeah, that's
This
just
is like the most original stuff. Like, oh no, we gotta give it a name.
yeah. We'll take the brand name.
What are we gonna? Yeah.
We shove it with the what it actually is, And then we give it a model number based on the year.
I think Wuhan virus is really bad for tourism,
Yeah, true.
especially to Wuhan. What do people want to go to Wuhan anyways?
I don't know.
Sorry, other than
Apparently, it's part of like.
is this from Wuhan?
Wow, I don't think so. But I know like Wuhan. Apparently, it's if for people who travel through China, it's like one of the hot spots where a lot of tourists go through. Apparently, there's like a certain track or something that a lot of people like to like travel through.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they drive and like I don't know lah, but
What?
Wuhan is one of those like big tourist places lah, where a lot of tourists will transit through.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like one of those things you just suddenly learn about China, man. You can go, no matter how deep you're in,
Yeah.
there's always a city, there's always a town with tons of people. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
1.4 billion, it's crazy.
Yeah, and
It's not like Australia, though.
yeah, Australia has a lot of space, right?
Yeah, a lot of space,
Yeah.
but not enough people.
Yeah, lah, because they got like this like half of it is like desert, and they got like animals that will kill
Pretty
you
sure
the moment you get near them.
I'm pretty sure there are deserts in China.
Yeah, but you know, not like Australia lah. Australia is like, it's like people just live on the edges of it, and then like the middle is just
Right,
all
right. It's
desert,
just,
right?
it's nothing like.
Yeah,
It's just a rock.
yeah, and like China, despite its size and everything, like nobody is worried about the animals, because people are pretty sure that okay, if there's an animal that's significantly dangerous, someone over in China will probably eat it.
Yeah, even
So,
the
like-
bears are cute, you know.
Yeah, so the alpha predator is always the human being, right?
Yeah, oh, that's crazy.
Whereas Australia, that's not the case, man.
It's no.
That's not the case.
No.
They got spiders that will like
Yeah.
like make you leave your house and burn it
I
down.
lived in Australia for like 10 months.
Yeah.
And the spiders, we have like lots of spiders behind the door
Yeah.
of our main entrance
Oh,
in
damn.
where I was living in Australia. So the behind the door, and these are not like, you know, the regular huntsman type of, hey, I've got a cool name.
Yeah, the huntsman is brutal
Yeah, I'll just jump on you.
Yeah.
I'll eat you, but
Yeah.
I'm not venomous. I won't kill you. We have redback spiders, and redback spiders is basically just a line across the backside.
Is it the
of
black widow?
They in terms of shape and everything,
though.
it's exactly like black widow. Black widow is like black
Yeah.
with a bit of white. I don't know.
don't know,
Can't
yeah.
remember. But it's black. The redback spiders are pretty much, they look kind of same, but it has like a red line on top
Mm.
going across the backside, the thorax,
The
the
abdomen,
abdomen, whatever, right? And these are the ones you see in the pictures where they would kill small snakes, and we have all of it behind the door.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, sometimes once in a while you get like really huge spiders, you know, and because they have really long legs
Yeah.
and they can't hide properly.
Yeah.
So the edge of the windowsill, and then you can see like two things sticking out. And you're like, ah.
Let's not open the window today.
Yeah. Let's not open the window.
But at least okay lah. No, at least that means like probably no snakes, right? If they're
I haven't seen any snakes.
Yeah.
But the animals are weird there in Australia.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like over here, we have very, very clingy cats,
Yeah.
and birds are like afraid of us. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna eat them or something, right? In Australia, opposite.
They don't care. Yeah.
Opposite.
The wildlife's out to kill you.
The cats, right? They're all really fluffy because it's cold, but they're far away. They won't come near you, and they see you. Oh my god, it's a human being. They start running.
No, but-
Birds.
Yeah.
I can't remember how many times I'm eating like al fresco
Mm.
in Australia, and my fries will get stolen by some kind of bird. They just jump towards you like kind of like I'm doing nothing. I'm not. Suddenly you look away. He goes
Oh,
for the
man.
fry.
Okay lah. At least it doesn't like look you in the eye and like stare you down and then take your fries and emasculate you.
No,
lah.
I mean I would appreciate that more. Like if you show that you actually want it, I would have given it, you know, because you know you
Yeah.
just don't act strange next to me and get my fry. That's not a fry etiquette, you know.
Right.
What I mean? It's terrible.
Oh,
Terrible
man.
bird
But
etiquette.
like cats in Australia, they're considered pests, right? Because like
Are they?
I think so. Because like, they
kangaroos
were,
are pests too. I mean, they
kangaroos are still native, so they're alright. But like
pests. They're pests.
cats were like introduced and they were like let into the wild in Australia.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah.
I see a lot of cats in the wild, not like pets.
Yeah, so like the cats there are mostly feral,
Right.
and that's why like people there generally don't like cats. I think.
They're not feral. They're just fearful. They're just scared. Super fluffy though. Scared.
Yeah, people will shoot them though. If given a chance.
It's a good place
I
to
think-
go to Australia now after the change in government. Everyone's like,
Our change or their change.
everyone's like, okay, look at those migration papers again.
Oh
We
gosh.
held it back for 2 years, and that was a great time to
Oh.
revisit those forms.
Yeah, but oh man, that. Yeah, like our country, like we had like 2 years of like a new government.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And everything was easy, especially in our line of work, because
Right.
we can just say whatever we want on
Yeah.
stage.
And I was kind of relieved that in that 2 years there wasn't much political news.
Mm.
Like there was political news, but nothing that like swept the nation like the previous administration would lah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no like far-fetched and like crazy stories that would be like, you know, beyond our imagination. Like it was a very relatively boring administration, I would say, like news-wise.
Yeah, which is great, dude. That's
Yeah.
exactly what we want.
It's the refreshing change we needed.
You know, we don't need like politicians just coming out every 5 minutes to remind us that, I know we need to get back our power. Oh, those people are taking our power. I just really do not get the power dynamics. To me,
Yeah.
it's like power is like it's like modifying a car. You know, I
Yeah.
mean the money could have gone to buying a nicer baby seat, better quality food, vitamins,
Man,
something
baby
like that.
seats,
Whatever.
that's another thing I
But
wanna...
you know what? What's important? This rim. When people see me out there, man,
It's the rims.
I'm like the alpha
Yeah.
on the streets.
Yeah, they gotta spin on their
I'm
own.
the alpha with a control.
Yeah.
You know? That's no idea.
The baby seats, man. Baby seats, like
That to
that's-
me is like power. Yeah, and even I'm surprised that a lot of people have trouble like buying baby. Do you have baby seats?
I got like like 3 baby seats between 2 cars.
4.
Damn.
And it's crazy. I get into sale though, so it's like 200, 300 off.
Yeah.
But you wanna go to a very, very like huge sale,
Yeah.
and at the same time, you wanna go for a brand that you can trust.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I don't even care what sort of car I buy, but this baby seat has to be some.
The baby
you know,
seat costs more than the car.
Oh, what is this brand, right?
Yeah.
This brand looks expensive. Let's get.
Yeah. No,
And
because
that's,
like my one big pain point with the car seats is the fact that, you know, there's like a multitude of options out there, right? There's like very affordable ones, and there are like ones that are quite a premium,
Yep.
right? So the most recent one I got was a bit of a premium one, and I was I wasn't too happy with the purchase, because yes, but I was like, my wife was like, oh, it's about safety, you know, and I'm like, you know, our cars are built to like certain safety standards, right? Like, what's the expectation here? That the whole car, that we crash the car burns down, but the safety seat is fine.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this? You know, why are we spending so much?
Like, yeah,
Just-
we gotta. Yeah. Like they should come up with something that is worth the money, lah. I mean, if let's say like you know, one of the examples, the car bursts into flames, you know, I want to see like this thing transform into like a pod, you know,
Yeah, a
made
pod
out
and
of
just,
foam.
and just drives off, right?
Yeah, it has an ejector.
Yeah, and it drive and it,
option.
and it drives to the nearest like
Yeah.
surrogate family
Yeah.
that will adopt the child.
Yeah, if you leave the child somewhere, there's like a homing device that
Maybe-
basically tracks the. Well, exactly like
Like Superman.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Right? We want that thing.
Yeah,
That's worth it.
Yeah, I want the Superman pod where like my planet exploded, but then like this pod is the child seat.
Also that, yeah, that's basically the child
Sent
seat.
to planet
That's
Earth.
how advanced
Yeah.
their civilization was. It's just
Just to be adopted.
yeah. My parents misplaced the child seat, and
Yeah.
I'm here on Earth now.
You got into a fender bender and like, you
Yeah.
know, I'm here
It's
now.
crazy, like those child seats, isn't it?
I don't get it, cause like they range from like $200-300.
Yeah, that's a cheaper range, lah. But you
Oh,
come up to
wait.
1,000 or
Yeah, 1,000 over 2,000 and all that. And like got cup holders lah and this lah that lah. So like my kid now has a car seat with 2 cup holders, and she's like, because it's the Nissan Serena, like they have like a foldable tray in front with another 2 cup holders.
Yeah.
And she's got like bottle holders at the side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my kid can have like a full course, like 8-course meal in the car if she wants to lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, why? Half the food ends up being stuck inside the car seat.
Because my wife is kind of like impressed by the amount of cup holders we have in the car. So
Right.
she'll try to fill everything with a bottle of water.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would you? What do you think they'll die?
Yeah, dehydrate. Right?
Dehydrate or
No, it's just if the car this way the car would never catch fire.
so we're like, it's just like no, but it's better for them to drink more water. And then, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And then guess what? On our trips back to Ipoh, we had to stop lah.
Yeah.
Multiple times. You're like,
They did the right thing at the wrong time.
why?
Why? It's always like that.
It's always
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that a lot of people, especially here in Malaysia, like for me, it made me worry when I realized that you know what, I'll never have enough money
Yeah, right.
to raise a kid, So until a point where I have enough money in the bank, and that's when my wife like, okay, let's try for one, right?
Yeah.
But I'm surprised a lot of people will have the kid first
And figure it out
and
later.
figure out later.
Yeah.
That's crazy, and I don't know why.
Because do you remember that subject we studied in school about family planning?
Yeah.
There
What
was
was
no.
There
wasn't any.
no.
There was no subject. Yeah.
What was I listening?
yeah.
I was just acting.
Someone got
I
sex
understand
education,
you.
but we never got family planning.
Oh man.
Yeah, we never got updated on the bill payments and all that kind of stuff. Even my kids, cause I'm not really the type that wants children,
Okay.
right? Like my thing was to just like stay single, and then by the time I'm 40, just like live fast, die young, and just die at 40 kind of thing, right? I met my wife, and then got married, and then people were like, oh, you're married, you must have kids lah, must have kids, must have. That's the only reason I got married. I said, no, the reason I got married is because you buggers were the ones that said, hey, you cannot just date a girl and not do anything about it. You have to get married. I was like, yeah, ma, I keep raising the bar, right?
Yeah.
So we got married and then had our wedding dinner, everything. Then we went for a honeymoon, and then I told my wife, like, okay, you know what? All these people say like, must have a kid lah. Actually, our plan was to get the wedding over and done with, have the little honeymoon in Taiwan, and then save up for a year, then maybe do like next year go for like a bigger trip, like a Euro trip, 1 month, kind of thing. Went for the honeymoon, and then like before that we were getting all that stuff lah. Your wife like must get her pregnant before 30 lah.
It's gonna expire
It's gonna
already,
expire. All this kind of
ovaries.
stuff. All this stuff starts coming out lah. Then I told my wife, I was like, you know what? You give it one shot. Okay? Remove the bulletproof. You take off the vest. One shot. If it happens, hopefully, because my brother had like a very tough time getting his first kid.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
he's just about to get his first kid,
Okay.
and he's been married for like more than 10 years already.
Wow.
So he really wants children. He's been trying so hard, and he's
Okay.
finally getting it. So I was like, it's not that easy lah to get a girl pregnant, right? I was like, okay, one shot. It's not gonna happen, right? And then when we go back, we can tell people we officially tried. We tried, and it's not our time yet, right? Because we want to say, one time was all it took. Yeah.
Hi man.
Yeah.
Same. Oh man, it
Oh,
wasn't.
man.
I when I told my mother was pissed that it wasn't an accident. You guys actually planned to have kids? I'm like, yeah.
That's what you sent me to school for, what? That's what you make me not have girlfriends for.
So bad, man.
Oh,
in the
gosh.
planning and all. Like my wife's actually an embryologist.
Oh.
Yeah. So she deals with mine's all natural, by the way. I always have to back up that story with this whole natural thing story.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when I found out about the length of which couples take to get a child, that's crazy, man.
Right.
Because it's not cheap,
Some spend upwards of like 6 figures to get a kid.
Yeah, because cumulatively, if you
Yeah.
try like 4, 5, 6 times, I mean, one time is around 18,000.
Right?
So 4, 5, 6. Hey, you do the maths, man. Because I can't. I'm literally telling you to do the maths. Because it's very, very expensive. And some fathers, because they have problems with the sperm, they're lazy.
Yeah.
They won't swim. It's in the balls.
Yeah.
So they had to cut open the balls, and then they take out some. I mean, how are you gonna face your kid as a father, isn't it?
Yeah.
You say, you better listen to daddy. You know what the daddy had to do to get you out, huh?
But then daddy's got to remember, that's how hard it was to get them to listen the first time.
It's like it's not worth it. I think that the child will be spoiled to the max, like, cause
Yeah.
man,
No, but-
I think it's like this thing that hits your brain, like,
Yeah.
I spent so much money on this child before having this child. I had to spend a lot more
Right.
now. Or the other way around, just completely the other way around. It's like, we spent.
Yeah, it's like buying
We
a
have no
house,
more money already.
buying a house, and then spending more money on the renovation than the actual house.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The headache and everything, and then after you do all that, like stuff starts breaking apart
don't
lah,
know.
leaking lah, this lah, that lah. Okay, and like, I got like one of my friends. He like went through hell and high water to get his first kid, right? So a lot of money, like a lot of effort spent, a lot of like mental and physical trauma. So finally they got their first kid, and they were like, wow, you know, so precious about her lah. Then a couple years later, had like they're Indian family, but like they like to get like lion dance to come into their house every year. So after the lion dance, suddenly pop, another one come out. So second kid, and then he's like, wow, bro, you know, I'm so blessed, you know. I don't know if it's the lion or what, but I feel so blessed to have a second one, because like it was so hard for us to get this first one. The second one was never in the plans already. We thought it won't happen. Now we're so happy you got one. Some more, it's like one girl, one boy, perfect already, oh. Couple more years, got a third one. Say, bro, I don't know what to do lah now. I don't know how I'm gonna raise all these kids, bro. And then suddenly, like when he had 2 kids, right? When you visit him or when he comes over, he's like, wow, still happy lah, you know. You know, I'm happy I got 2 kids, you know, we'll figure it out. You know, there's still, like, I'm still celebrating life. When it came to 3 kids, right? Wow, it was just like, hey, bro, how you are? Like that lah, bro.
Yeah. I think the planet has to start. Is actually start after the second kid, man. If you want to try a third one, because
Yeah.
man, it's not cheap, you know.
Yeah, it's not
Crazy.
cheap, and like, this, it's unmanageable. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
It's unmanageable.
crazy, especially if you don't have mates.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised that, you know, some of my friends, they have like mates for each kid. Each kid.
I've seen those.
Oh man.
I see those, and I'm like, oh, your kid is gonna be screwed up when they grow up. Yeah.
Cause I grew up, you know, with my brother and all, no mates whatsoever, and we're gonna do everything ourselves. And I guess with the support system we have now with my kids, and they're super spoiled, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know my parents were that nice. You know? I was like, why are you chopping up the fish for him?
Yeah.
You know, like he's got fork and spoon already. Yeah, have to later. He choked how, like.
Then he learns to
What?
cook. Yeah, right.
You know, we were just like, nah, this is rice, this is all the food, take yourself. We were like,
Open your mouth, baby.
He's like-
Why you so little?
and then we
Shove more
take
in.
the food, and then some vegetable will end up on the table. It's like, how come there's vegetable on the table? Because you asked me to take the food.
Yeah lah, right.
What do you want? You know, can you set more rules for me? You want me to take the food and don't
Yeah.
drop anything on the table? Let me know lah.
And I don't remember anyone actively teaching me how to use chopsticks.
Oh, I got from my dad. My dad was very, very he's true believer in a good chopstick holding.
Oh, I'm like,
No,
I don't even hold it properly, man. I hold it and people are like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, how did you survive? I was like, no one taught me. I was like, I just see it. And I was like, okay lah, I can grab food with it, fine lah. It works. It serves its purpose, right?
Because my dad taught me how to hold chopsticks, and then he would, as a kid, I still remember, he would tell me things like, you know, those people who hold chopsticks properly comes from good families. I was like, oh, okay. So as a kid, I'm like looking at people holding chopsticks and
Judging them.
and all of these people are from my family. Like, what's my dad trying to say? Right? It got me a bit worried.
Oh gosh. But yeah, like kids now, it's so different, man. Like now there's like scissors made to cut like kids' food.
Yeah,
And like every parent, when they go out, like they have like a pair of scissors just to cut the kids' food.
Oh yeah,
That kind of thing. And I'm
everything.
like, oh, noodles also have to cut.
Yeah, we have
And
them. We have it too, actually.
Yeah, and my wife like wants to cut everything, right? I was like, oh, why? What's wrong? No, cut it easy for them to eat. I said they can cut it themselves. It's called teeth,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you just, when you were young, same thing. You eat the noodles. It's long, and then you just bite, and the noodles will fall off, right? It's not that hard.
Go back to the bowl.
Yeah, it's not that
As long
hard.
as you bite over the bowl,
Yeah.
you're fine.
And then like now parents will like they'll cut the food till it's so small, where you can't even grab it properly anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, like noodles are able to like hang off a fork, right? But after being cut so short, you might as well just be eating them with a spoon already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then mindless celebration of achievements.
Right.
Some parents.
Yeah. McDonald's is
Like-
not worth anything anymore.
No.
Last time McDonald's was a big deal.
What I'm trying to get at, 2 years ago, my eldest kid got Student of the Year in his kindergarten, and we're like, Student of the Year? Can't be, right? Something wrong with the kindergarten. Right? There's something terribly wrong with this kindergarten, right?
Do they take
it
turns
can't
or-
be, yeah, I think it's like that, or do you want to make a troubled child feel better about it or something? It's just cannot compute, you know.
Yeah.
And then we actually went to the kindergarten and asked the teacher, so Student of the Year, really? And then the teacher was like, yes, you have to believe in your child. He's going, running around, you know, mopping the floor with his back.
Yeah.
Like it can't be that, right?
It's like, I believe in my child. Just I don't believe my child to be Student of the Year.
So we didn't announce.
Yeah.
And then a year after that, in our parent group
Mm-hmm.
for my kid's nursery, a parent announced the kid Student of the Year, and I'm like, hey, my child also. How come?
Hey, this meaningless achievement is like important, okay?
unfair. I would have announced it. Now my child made to look bad. You know? It's just
But
so
I-
mindless.
But I don't know why they're giving out stuff like that in kindergarten, you know, and nursery. Because
Yeah,
like
so
it's like
yeah.
what your child's gonna grow up like 20 years down the road. It's like this was my highest point of my life.
When I was in kindergarten, I always got second in class.
Mm.
It's only because the owner's daughter was in my class, and I always felt like this is unfair. No matter how smart I am, somehow she is smarter.
Nepotism from
Like,
day one.
no, really, you know, I always got second in class.
Yeah.
And if you're not a first, second, or third in class, you don't get anything lah.
Yeah.
There's no hadiah sagu hati or
Right,
something like
there's
that.
no-
You know,
yeah.
like best attendance.
Yeah.
Oh, nonsense, don't have. But in my kids' kindergarten, they do have it. Like he got fourth, in this kind of kids sport kind of, right? And he was given a medal.
What?
I'm like,
Fourth place medal for what?
why? What's the point?
Yeah.
You know, at least
Was it made of chocolate? The
yeah,
medal?
it's just at least, you know, let it be a lesson for
Yeah.
him to, like, you know, sometimes
You gotta work hard if you want
gotta
something
work
lah.
harder, or, you know, change team lah if your
Yeah.
teammates suck, right? And
Yeah.
it's actually a teammate's fault. So it's like, what's the point of all this?
I don't know.
It's bad lah, right?
Like that's bad enough. Another trend I had with my kids' kindy, right, is freaking birthdays and people giving out goodie bags.
yeah,
And I'm like, my daughter, when it came for my daughter's birthday, right, she was like, oh, daddy, can I get goodie bags to give to my friends? And I'm like, that's what they think birthdays are for.
Yeah.
For them to give
Like
stuff to people.
handouts, you know.
Yeah. And I'm like, no. People are supposed to give presents to you.
You, right? At least an ang pao.
Yeah. Oh,
So I
man.
don't know. It's like that, and then it became a competition. My wife is into it.
Yeah.
My wife sees a goodie bag and she's like, look at that goodie bag. So low quality. Next year we can do better. I'm like, what do you mean
What do you mean we?
you do it, okay? Alright.
Oh my god.
Now she's using like recycled paper bags.
Oh,
and
gosh.
there's a sticker on it, and I have to do some design because I can use Photoshop.
Yeah, and,
and
some,
all,
and some people like they croquet stuff, whatever.
yeah, like you put in something useful and also healthy. Like, what you want? Like a bag of carrots.
I don't know.
Just,
Yeah, and like it's
one
always
cherry
horrible.
tomato. What do you want to
Yeah.
put in the bag?
It's always horrible because they'll get like some crappy stationery.
Yeah, and then they will buy like
Stickers.
really tiny toys and go
Yeah.
missing like immediately. You open the
Exactly.
packet, it's like, where they go? See,
Oh, man.
who asked you? Don't know how to play.
No, the worst goodie bag we've ever gotten is one with Play-Doh in it.
Oh
If-
yeah, Play-Doh.
If you want other parents to hate you,
Yeah,
give
man.
their kids Play-Doh.
Yeah.
let them play at
Yeah.
home. They will hate you after that.
Oh man, Play-Doh. Play-Doh. We had this. We bought a like this. You know those plastic sheets from IKEA.
Mm.
So we bought it 100 over, just for a kid to play Play-Doh on the floor. You know.
Oh gosh, and it still got out of the floor.
Oh, she got.
Yeah, it still gets everywhere.
It's terrible.
To this
Their
day.
nails like forever.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you don't cut their nails right, you be like, Hey, we play Play-Doh in November. No, it's already March. You could put it away. It's stuck there.
And you'll find it on their clothes, you'll find it in
Terrible.
every crevice of the house.
Yeah.
Right. You'll be taking fork and spoon from the kitchen and suddenly there's like Play-Doh embedded somewhere inside. It's never ending, man. It's never ending. Like the that space between the cushions in the couch,
Oh yeah.
that's where
tons
so
of
much
it,
so,
tons
so
of
much
it,
magic
tons
happens.
of
There.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an
And it's the
archaeological
worst,
find.
right? Why are they so popular though? Play-Doh.
I know it's something about the texture and all that. Like kids can really the texture,
But
and
it
you can
sucks
eat it.
and compared to the cheaper ones you buy at the bookshops.
The plasticine, is it?
Yeah, call it plasticine, right?
Yeah.
It's much better quality, lah, that one.
Yeah, and that's meant for like sculpting and molding. But I think Play-Doh they got a hit because of the colors, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's got like the kit and it's got a yellow thing on it. I don't know.
You gotta buy those things that
Plasticine always comes off like just grey and like.
there's like a burger maker and all.
Yeah.
It's terrible. You gotta tell the youngest kid to not eat the Play-Doh.
Yeah.
No. I know it looks like a lemon,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Yeah. And then they'll make it into a cookie shape, leave it there to dry. And after that, it really looks a little bit like cookie. And then,
Why did you even bother selling Play-Doh different colors? It's just, it stops becoming. No, I mean it's only useful at toy stores. Once it goes back home and your kid plays with it, it all becomes just
it becomes
brown.
just brown, right?
Everything mixed together. It's just that's it.
I pity the parent that buys brown Play-Doh to make just a tub of brown
That's the
Play-Doh.
point, right? Just take another Play-Doh.
You might as well have just bought like second-hand Play-Doh.
Yeah, man.
Right. Okay, due for another break now.
Oh,
You'll come back on
it's
for
so
another.
tiring. Sure, man.
I don't know.
Hey there! If you like this
This is
podcast,
really-
don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe
Alright,
to
we'll be right back.
Stephen Bones Everything Facebook
Order.
page, YouTube channel, Instagram, and more. You can also find us on Podbean. Don't forget, this podcast is available wherever all good podcasts are. Not saying that this is a good podcast, it's just available where all good podcasts are. If you wish to advertise on this podcast, or if you just want to send money, drop us an email at stevenboneseverything@gmail.com. We'll get the better email next time. But for now, stevenboneseverything@gmail.com.
And we are back for the third half.
Yeah, mystery of the 2 breaks. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's like I don't know what to call it. Like we call it like a break or the first half, second half. Then like when I have a third, I'm like, what do I do?
Don't
Like,
they don't? Yeah, what they say in the radios? Yeah, they call it break in radios.
just break, right? I'll be back after this break.
After these messages,
Yeah.
like no, they are not messages. They're trying to sell
They're
you.
just-
They're not messages.
Hey, did you know 1-300? You know, for more info. Oh man, and I'm behind a lot of those messages, like
yeah.
constantly selling like crap on the radio and TV.
It's either you or Grace.
Yeah, there's a few of us.
Boy, just like, oh, that's Steven.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Grace. Oh, that's this. Oh, that's. It's like you're both competing.
Yeah. No, and like you know, like we know we're doing voiceovers full time, like because like when people like, oh, I heard you on that ad. I was like, oh, what ad? And I was like, oh, the one for this. I was like, I don't really remember. Like,
Right.
yeah. Because when you first start, right, and you don't have that much work, you remember every bloody
Yes,
job
yes.
for the whole
Yeah,
year.
after
You
that,
remember
it's like-
every single thing you did, right?
Yeah.
Then you know if things go well, you start getting more work, and after a while you're like everything just blurs out. I was like,
It's work is
I
work.
did, I did that. And then my clients like, because I've had clients like ask before, like, have you done work for any other telcos or any other drinks or whatever? I'm like, why are you asking me this? Oh, because the client don't want people who have voice for other brands. Yeah, I'm like, wow, your client just
Yeah.
like limited the talent pool like crazy.
It's not. I actually.
For visuals, I understand.
For reasons I understand. But I also at the same time I don't get why they do that.
I understand the reasoning behind it. What I don't understand is why are they approaching this at this smaller scale? Because okay, if say like I understand that okay, say I want to lock down Chiho's voice for this my F&B thing, your fried chicken company or what, and I want you to be the voice of it for the whole year, right? And you cannot voice for any other like fried chicken companies out there.
Mm-hmm.
So if I come to you with that, your feeling will be like, oh, okay, then if you're locking me out and denying me opportunity for other work for this year and potentially for the future,
But if you pay me for it, if you pay,
you should be thinking of paying me quite well for that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And they're like, no. Yeah, no, I'll just pay you for this one job as per a one job fee.
Then no lah.
But I want all these. Yeah, lah, exactly.
Then no.
It's like, what do you want? Yeah.
So
I want to
weird.
pay rental for 1 month, but I want to own the whole place.
For a year.
For a year. Yeah, right.
It's like, I just don't understand though. And more so like the voice. I'm pretty sure you can do different stuff.
Yeah, so it sometimes, yeah. I don't
So
know.
how do they know? Like, why would people even want to give a shit?
Exactly.
Who would give a shit?
Exactly. Like, outside of people who know me or other voice talents directly, most people don't pick up on the fact that, oh, it's this guy, or it's this guy again.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah, you
Unless
don't.
it's like super obvious lah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
most of the time it's like,
Yeah. I think, I mean, you've done so many, but only of late, we started hanging out a lot more, like the past few years, right? Then only I realized those are all your voices. Other people just don't. Unless, of course, you have like millions of friends, not fans, millions of friends that you bring them over for like
last guy who did that was Tom
like
from MySpace.
tea marathon, like it just. I'm not
man.
sure how they would know that. It's kind of sad though.
Yeah.
Yeah, even for as an actor in commercials, you get the same thing. And I got clients saying things like, "Oh, no, we can't use this guy because this guy's face is all over all over this office space,
Yeah.
It's like, office space, what office space? Yeah, I go to the office space, I see his face all the time there.
That's the one place that.
Yeah, but your brain and this office space completely different industry day.
Yeah, exactly.
So
What's the
so
problem,
what
right?
if you know,
Yeah.
right?
Other people don't know, right?
Other people don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. So because of that,
Unless their target market is everyone in that office space lah.
yeah, well, I'm not in line for the job at
Yeah.
all, completely just because I'm out there. I don't get it,
It's like, I'm sorry, we can't have Keanu Reeves play John
Yeah.
Wick because he's been out there.
There was one I did this ad and I played an old man. Like even my own family members don't know that was me. And then the client suddenly went, oh, we can't, because he was in
This other.
he was in a previous ad. Want a new fresh face. I'm like, it's not even my face in that ad.
Yeah.
That
Or sometimes,
this face is the fresh face.
or sometimes you could have been like just some side character thing where you didn't have like much of a role, and because of that, no, he was already in this.
He was at the background, right?
Yeah.
He was there at the background,
Yeah.
man. Like, oh wow.
Oh man.
So like we do stuff like that,
Yeah, and then you get people like, oh, why are you always throwing this talent's name at me? It's like he's on all these other stuff. Why you keep giving it to me? Because he's good lah.
Yeah, that's it.
Because he can do it.
It's it. That's why.
Yeah.
Alvin
Alvin Wong,
Wong,
he's everywhere.
It's great.
I should bring a guy in also one of these days for the podcast. Fun
He'll
guy
be
to
fun,
talk
he'll
to.
be
He's
fun.
Crazy ass dude.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Things like that. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Very picky.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
And the grass on the industry is like so loose. They don't know what's going on. And then they keep complaining that we want fresh face, and
Yeah.
it's always a risk,
Right?
because you got to really try them out,
Yeah.
and especially for actors though, because they may look fresh, pretty, handsome, nice body, whatever, right?
Yeah.
You usually after the fifth take, they won't be able to sustain the same energy,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Actors are different. I mean, they do theatre. It's every day, pretty much the same show.
yeah.
And that's what you see on the set, for
Yeah.
videos. They can push themselves and maintain the energy, and to make it not only an easier shoot, but also one that is not time consuming.
Yeah.
Because I've sat through a few commercials where there's just extras, and basically this was the action. I'm just gonna do it for you, okay? That was it.
So he's just waking up, pretending to be busy, and then going back to sleep.
Like she's like remember something and,
Yeah.
and type something. I'm the computer android next to her, and after that I'm supposed to say say I forgot what it's like, some one paragraph something.
Yeah.
Okay. That action with this extra inexperienced extra, took 33 takes.
33 takes.
2 hours.
Dang.
2 hours. I was very happy
Yeah.
for her because I charge people overtime.
Ooh!
So from that, just waiting
Smart.
next to her, and
Yeah.
I fell asleep a few times because I was shooting a whole day. I shot 3 videos, and that was the last. I was actually 12 a.m. I was supposed to sit next to her. Action. I go. She would type something on my chest.
Yeah.
I was this Android lah.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep so many times right before action. Like camera. And I perk up already like.
Yeah.
And action. And
Oh god.
they're like, Gio, are you okay? You're falling asleep? Yeah, don't worry. I'm just renewing my energy. Because that's what I had to do. 33 takes, man.
33
500
takes.
ringgit of just falling asleep next to her.
Oh
It's
god.
an easy job.
Man.
2 hours.
But is that right? Ah man, sometimes like people I think sometimes they dehumanize the work that actors and artists do. They think that
Yeah.
no ma, you just
Yeah.
just sit up, open your eyes, and then say this thing, and then you just close your eyes and you lie down lah.
Oh, they're
Simple
supposed
what?
to be actors.
Oh, supposed to
They
be
don't
actor.
know. A director can
Yeah.
teach, but the director is not the
Right,
talent
exactly,
coach. You
exactly.
can't. The
Exactly.
director can only use what you have
Yeah.
and change a bit here and there,
Yeah.
your timing, your ask you to like this word.
And you
put
won't
in
and you won't get this with other fields of work.
40% energy. This
Yeah, you won't get someone telling an accountant, hey, you go and engineer, can you build a ship for me? Like, you won't get people like doing this kind of thing, no, with other fields. Alright.
yeah.
I have no background in I have no background in accounting.
Yeah, you
Can you
don't.
do the books?
I think countless times I had to advise clients about the reality of these things,
Yeah.
Where we want a pretty girl, we want a handsome boy for this, like cannot act. Never mind, your director can teach.
Right, like
I'm
director save all.
no, it's not that. You see, why we need to just experience the same thing. Why your company holds interviews
Yeah,
for your workers.
exactly.
Alright, I have to hold that interview and I have to see their experience so that they can come and do this job for one day.
Yeah.
But you as a company, you get to keep this guy for 20 years or maybe hold him for minimum 4 weeks if he's
Yeah.
truly suck. But I have to make sure the job is done in a day.
Yeah.
And that is why, talents have to be picked properly.
Yeah.
And somehow a lot of clients can't see it. I mean, we've used like very famous actors for commercials,
Yeah.
and then we go back to the client. The client's like, "Who's this guy? So stiff," and they're like,
You
"Everyone
choose
is
it.
like, but he's award winning. How can what you don't know this guy?" Like we can't say anything, and then you're like, yeah, he's quite stiff.
Oh,
Are they more takes?
Ah,
Are there more
but
footages of him? Let's
but
just
then
try
I'm
to
sure
get
like
it.
now in the day of like all these social media influencers and all these Instagram models and all that coming up, it's kind of like diluting the talent pool in a good and bad way as well, right?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
is that affecting things on your end? Like,
I think right now I'm not too sure whether it's COVID-19 or the economy is bad, but it's always been a question of cost.
all right, fair enough.
I'm not sure about the voiceover industry. Has it
Mm.
improved? Like, I mean, you've been doing it for years, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Has it improved? Because
Uh,
the commercial like video industry is not improved, man. My first pay in the commercial 2,500 a day. Today,
yeah.
a normal offer minimum 1,800.
That's like I know there are people listening in and they're like, wow, it's good, what 2,500 a day, 1,008. But this is not every day.
It should be on the up,
Yeah, it should be on the up. Yeah, and it's going
And the
down.
reason why we get it is I remember there was once I shot 8 videos,
Yeah,
and they chose me specifically because I can do it.
yeah,
We shot 8 videos I was acting in it, and I didn't eat because every time the crew gets a break, I had to go back to put makeup and change to a different character.
yeah.
And we done it.
Yeah.
24 hours. Everyone is like clap hand after that and all and it's very seldom now that we can do something of that magnitude simply because the clients are basically in full control on which talent they want.
Yeah,
so if they
which is-
choose one that cannot deliver, then we, the production house, will be like, oh my goodness, how are we going to do this now?
Right,
Try it
yeah.
off, what to do lor?
And I like this thing where, like, although the client is forking out money to pay for all this, but it's like, you pay money for professionals and experts to do a professional job well, right? And why do you pay them? Because you yourself cannot do it, because you don't have the
Yeah,
expertise.
you don't, yeah.
But then when come time, when the rubber meets the road, right, suddenly you are the expert.
Yeah.
They will be the expert and
Yeah.
they will be able to criticize.
Yeah, there are a lot of times where some of my clients, they just don't understand that when they come to a set and then they basically ask a lot of questions,
Yeah.
or they want this and want that. And that's why I think agencies have client servicing, and basically because of that, to basically digest what the client is saying and then regurgitate it in a more nicer technical way. It's very, very important.
I mean, there are clients that go through the trouble, or they give enough of a free hand to understand the creative
that's
side and all
nice.
that kind of
They
stuff.
won't even be there.
Yeah, but there are those that, they try to skimp on this middleman thing, but
Yeah.
that middleman was there for a reason.
Yeah. I always use it as an example. I like using char kway teow for any example.
Yeah.
Just basically, we go in there, you order char kway teow, you don't go to the kitchen and look at the chef.
Right.
Stand next to him and go like, hey, I think this char kway teow needs more taugeh.
Can you
I
flip
think,
faster?
yeah, can you do it faster? Or hey, this char kway teow don't smell like char kway teow. Can you make it smell like more char kway teow? In fact, this char kway teow shouldn't have char kway teow in it. You should put rice.
What?
Then after that, finish everything. Then they ask, how come this is not char kway teow? Because you made the changes. You already made the changes there. We can't.
But like we operate in the creative field, right? So like we see this is like part of the existence. I don't know if it's the same for like the corporate side, for like engineers and architects and all that, whether they go
Don't
through the
know
same.
lah.
I don't know, right? It'd be interesting
Hopefully
if
they don't though.
Right, I hope
Maybe
they
a
don't.
weird, I don't know.
Because I
Plane
had this
or a car.
I have this friend. He's a musician, and like one time we were talking about like how musicians get paid. Like you play a bar gig, the pay is not that much, but you play a corporate function or whatever, the pay is higher. This kind of stuff. And he said the most profound thing ever to me, which after all these years I was like, okay, this makes sense. He's like, man, musicians, we love what we do. If we like something, we will play for free, man. So why do we charge so much, or why do we get paid for what we do? It's for the pain and suffering.
It's true.
Yeah, the playing is fine, performing is great, it's all cool. Dealing with the clients and like having all this other stuff, like figuring out when you're coming in and dealing with other people's like nonsense,
Yeah, it sometimes I would just charge more.
Yeah.
Simply because I know I'm going to go through a lot of trouble with
Yeah,
these
I
people.
know.
I'm just going to charge a
I
bit
call it the
more.
bullshit tax.
Yeah. Yeah. How come your fee higher? And then some guys feel that because, you guys are special.
Yeah. It's a special needs
Yeah, I
people. I'm gonna
know.
give you special service. Yeah. It's cost extra.
You mean this poverty bunch? Hey, they can't
Yeah.
pay my fee, man. You can.
Yeah. No, but like it's legit, right? Sometimes you get like very easy people to work with who like pay you. Job is easy. They pay you quick. They know how to operate, how to deal with you, and all that. And when they run into trouble and all that, or sometimes something is below certain budgets, and it feels easier to help them out, lah.
Yeah.
Because you know what you're getting to. You know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
they
yeah.
work, and you know how the
Yeah.
track record is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
sometimes the guys that come to you for the first time, even if they pay you your full rate and then some, there are times where it still feels like you got underpaid because of the
Yeah.
amount of crap you have to go through with them.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, but yeah,
But
I hope we can still get work after this podcast.
after
goes
saying
up.
all this,
Yeah.
See, we didn't mention who are these clients.
Yeah,
Some stories might feel
like it's targeted at you.
Yeah, but it's not you.
It's not you.
We've got tons of clients.
I love you.
Except
Yeah.
Monday when we do podcast.
Yeah, do podcast. Yeah. So we kind of need the work. Yeah, we got 2 kids each. It's like-
we're dedicated.
yeah, dedicated.
But I think, I just don't know. Sometimes I question my own role.
Yeah.
When I'm working for clients. Because like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to be an expert in this field? Am I supposed just to entertain them?
Yeah.
Do I step in and say like, you know what, this is my professional recommendation. We shouldn't take it at all.
Yeah.
Can we just go this way, or do I have to protect my team, my creative team, my directors, or whatsoever, to ensure they're sane enough to finish off the project, you know, because I deal with a lot of freelancers, and I never know if any of them will just leave the
Exactly.
project. Like, let's say we get like offered to do like 10 videos or something. Once in a while you see like, okay, how the sound guy and the camera guy and the light guy are different.
Yeah, right.
Because, well, maybe you said
Where's the
something
main guy?
too much.
Yeah, you gave the main guy so much work that he managed to hire other people to sub for him now.
Yeah. So like things like that. So
Yeah.
sometimes I don't know what we're supposed to do. Are we fully focused on servicing, or are we allowed to stand by authority and basically get them to trust in our experience and skill and
But that
whatever.
but that's like production life, right? Where it's very collaborative effort, multiple parties involved now. What about your stand up side?
I think stand up, we have troubles with clients because I think there's this stigma among comedians that we can do whatever they want. You know, look at all the videos. There's some videos are good videos, safe videos, and some which are a bit, you know, on the dirty side.
The risque side.
But they would kind of, for me at least, they would kind of focus on like, are you gonna say this? I said no. You really read my profile. I'm a family-friendly comedian in the corporate stage. But obviously, the clubs, it's a different playing field. You know, everybody wants to have fun. Everybody wants you to be a bit on the edge. You know, they just want to come out and hear stuff that they don't usually hear at work.
Right.
Yeah. So your corporate is always safe.
There's no reason to perform the corporate set in the comedy club where it's a safe setting to be go wherever you want, right?
It's almost career suicide, and they will always assume that. And there was once I did a show, a corporate show, and then I have to mention this brand, no choice. Touch and Go. I mentioned Touch and Go, and a lady in the crowd was like, no, this is 2019 now. You shouldn't say things like touch and go. Okay, it's very, very
inappropriate.
Inappropriate. Yeah. For women, a lot of women out there, you know, you boys, you know, like to do the touch and go. I'm like, no, I'm referring to the card. She's like, she jammed for like 5 seconds. Oh, well, then that's actually funny. She says,
oh,
God.
Like,
why do you think I want to come here and use things like touch and go? I think it's because I use the brand name first.
Yeah.
And then she just didn't bother listening to the rest.
Oh, gosh.
So things like that lah. I mean, like, why?
I don't know, people get hung up on the wrong thing sometimes. Or they're just looking to get offended for some reason.
It's because although we are there for your gig, for your corporate gig, we're not focusing on the corporate gig now.
Yeah.
We are basically there to do the best we can because we want to get the next gig.
Yeah.
And
we're not going in there to fail.
It's for us to for us to do well here.
Yeah.
So there has to be certain things that we had to do, and I've done it for many times, and I've got like weird requests like do not serve food during the entirety of my stand-up comedy set because I feel as a Malaysian
it's very distracting.
It's not to say distracting. You can't beat food, man.
Yes.
Dude, competition now is like against food.
You could have
in the club, the competition is against COVID-19 because the COVID-19 have more fans and they won't turn up at clubs. And now corporate you got to deal with. My guests will be hungry lah. So
right.
But they'll be eating and clink clang.
Yeah.
There's so many times, and it's
they
in my
don't
contract, you know.
Yeah.
That when food is served right, I have the right to go off stage whenever I feel.
Oh dang.
But I've never done it before.
Okay.
I try to.
You meet them in the middle lah. You professional courtesy.
I try to just plow through.
Yeah, because it makes the job a lot harder.
Of course. We would lose the audience and things like that because when the problem is I think jokes are mostly the punchlines are mostly at the end of sentences or paragraphs or whatever you know, right. So
and it's
we have to get the attention first and make sure everybody understand where we're getting at, and then the punch.
Yeah.
So with food, right? We can't even get the front. How are we supposed to? We can. It could be a killer a punchline, but you can't hear the front. And
the way I'm imagining it now, right? Okay, if you're at home, like picture this, alright? You have like your favorite comedy special on Netflix playing on your TV in the living room, but you're in a dining room having dinner with your family.
Mm-hmm.
No one is going to be like eating halfway and like, because I heard the joke.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
In fact, I always wanted to put a special, like a clause in my invoice / contract to clients that you shouldn't serve if they want to serve canned. During my set but you must serve simple things like fried rice, where it's basically scoop into the mouth and eat.
Yeah.
And not things like prawns. Because prawns.
Prawns.
Dude, it's a special dedication to that
like,
thing.
People are like trying to solve a Rubik's cube that they can eat.
Yeah, I think if I were to work in a corporate world, right, I think I will only go for annual dinners if they serve prawns.
Yeah.
Because that's my target. That's like, just
screw your bonus.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of love we give for prawns that we gotta like basically peel off. It's like it's almost like having sex, prawns. You gotta take off the baju first, nicely check and see like, you completely
you gotta do it right.
Then
there's a special sequence.
Shove everything in the mouth.
But my thing is crabs. I like crabs.
Well, crabs also.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine the knocking and breaking of shells, and then someone is performing in front of you? Like, nobody would give a damn. No matter who the person on stage, nobody.
Yeah.
No,
I think you paid too much for the comedian because we all like focusing on the seafood right now.
Yeah. So like, if you want us to perform and you want to eat, like, think about fried rice, something simple, that you can just scoop and put dessert, things like that.
Or the one thing that nobody wants to eat, lah. I don't know, like the vegetarian dish.
The vegetarian. Nowadays are expensive, man.
Yeah. Even if it's like what's that? Like the dessert stuff, all the glutinous rice or sticky rice balls or yam or whatever stuff, right? That's like horrible for a comedy audience, because it's so sticky, right? When they want to laugh.
Yeah. There are a lot of times I've done a show and it seems like a nightmare gig because nobody was reacting to anything.
Yeah.
We go off stage and then suddenly people will be like, "Hey, come on the table, take picture." I'm like, "What the hell, man? You didn't laugh. Why would you want to take my picture, right? Hey, you were funny." I'm like, "What are you telling me? I'm funny now? You didn't laugh." So I asked them, like, why? Then how come you didn't laugh just now? "Oh, cannot. Our boss is here."
Oh, yeah!
What? Why? Who cares?
But that's a legitimate issue we have, right? Like, I don't know if it's a common problem overseas, but here we have it where, like, if there's like some VIP, some Tan Sri or Dato or like the boss is there, no one dares to laugh unless that big person laughs first.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, now I'm thinking of a different clause.
Yeah.
For my contract now. I want to put there like make sure your CEO announces that there's a comedy show and allow everyone to laugh. Like, to make it easier.
CEO got it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
just want to remind you there's a comedian.
Thank you for your service to the company all these years. And now I just want to let you know we have a comedian coming up.
So please laugh.
Please laugh.
I allow.
I allow. and because I believe in that I am one of you, I will laugh as well.
So yeah, I performed to the Sultan of Pahang once.
Oh damn.
The nice man who passed away like a couple of years ago, I think. Very nice man. And again, I'm presented with the same problem that if the big boss don't laugh, then how, right?
Yeah, right.
So I decided to put like a tag or like a recurring thing where I'm respectful to the Sultan. Every punchline I perform, I'll say like, "Ampun tuanku," and then I'll say the punchline, and people laugh more. And I usually end my set with like a Michael Jackson dance.
Yeah.
I'm just basically teaching people how Michael Jackson's dance move came to be, and his movements are not to say very, very clean.
Yeah.
Right? So I would do that. I would do the Pun Tuanku and do the move and got like a better reaction.
Yeah.
It was quite a memorable gig. And after that, he was such a nice gentleman. Everyone just lined up and he shook hands with everybody and just asked. And it's like, he came to me and it's like, "Oh, you're the guy who talk about the jokes, huh? Oh, what do you read?" It's not like, what do you study?
What do you read?
It's the sort of British time sort of, what do you read? And then I did mass communications.
Mass communications.
I did mass communications, blah, blah, blah. So, and he looked at my friend right next to me. who is this guy in a suit? And I said, oh, this is actually my agent and also my friend. I was like, wow, you must be really good then, he says. I'm like, why? And then he's like, because I don't even have an agent. He walks away. I'm like, okay. Thank goodness. Now that is the sort of a boss or a CEO I want to perform to.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? You get that feeling, right?
Yeah.
This, the fun bunch, it's very, very nice.
I recently did my first corporate gig as a comedian lah. So I did my parody songs and I had some bits in between, right? So there was this, it was like this entrepreneurs organization punya dinner event, and they had this Tan Sri Lin Sian, who's like he worked with Bank Negara for like 16, 20 years kind of thing lah. So like one of the things they mentioned to me is like, oh, Tan Sri Lin has been serving in Bank Negara for so long that he's like served for 6 prime ministers. So I was like, whoa, cool. So the joke I came with is like, he served for 6 prime ministers, 4 of which are Tun Mahathir lah. So every time I told this to anyone who was just listening, they were like, whoa! Hey, but careful later, careful. So like I went up there and it was that trying moment lah, like seeing the guy actually there, and like, okay, I'm going to do that joke now. If he doesn't laugh, I am dead.
It's always that trouble, right?
Yeah, but the thing is that he did laugh and he appreciated it so much, and I kept doing more of those jokes like there was one line in his profile I remember. It said Tan Sri Lin joined Bank Negara Malaysia at the age of 21 when the country was going through great economic and political turmoil. I was like, Tan Sri, so you're 22 this year, right?
That's nice.
And so like they appreciated it, and then like I felt so good at the end because like some of them came up to me and was like, wow, you really did your research, I was like, nah, not really lah.
This is basically
it's like small things.
For us it's like small things lah, right?
But for
them,
but still I appreciate the fact that they feel that it's great effort, because
it's nice.
For them, I like, it might feel simple for us sometimes, but I think for some people who are not, whose brains are not wired that way, it might be a struggle to come up with something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Like I have a god brother. He's like one of the smartest people I know, and like he's more on like corporate and global matters kind of things, able to solve the problems of the world, kind of smart, So like he was talking to some people over dinner, and he was telling this company, a very, very big company, that actually had one plan to like break into like another market, and they had a plan, they thought about this, they thought it through and all that. And within one dinner conversation, he kind of like not shut down their plan, but like pointed out every hole that was in their plan, and then gave them another plan that would have been might have better potential, And I was like, when I asked him, when he told me a story, I asked him like, how did you make that? Like, cause to me it sounds like this person called you for dinner and you knew that they were gonna ask you this question, and then you went home and did your research on macroeconomics and all these other countries and what are the statistics. And he's like, no. He said, no lah, this is just stuff I read every now and like I come across little bits and nuggets that I store. And then over dinner, these things came up. So I just like put it together lah. And I'm like, wow, this is kind of like how I operate when I put like my jokes or my parodies of my videos together. But yours actually benefits society.
It's completely useless.
Mine is like useless.
Fair point.
Right?
But that's it.
Yeah, right, exactly. I was like, that's why you are saving the world and I am...
That's what we do, man.
Yeah. That's why he's out there like forming companies and saving the world, while like we're like in here in a small little room like doing this podcast.
It's like really, really small points.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Like it was that moment where I felt like, wow, like I have this thing with him in common lah. Like we both, I was like, yeah, in a little way I'm a very smart person also. Except that my skill is useless lah. Yeah. I don't know.
It's what we do.
Yeah, it's what we do. So, okay, comedy wise, what do you have coming up?
I have a show this weekend, actually, 14th of March. It's actually a reprise of my solo show I did last year. Why I'm not doing it again? It's not because I'm lazy, I'm not writing anything, but it's because
it's the money, right?
someone... Well, that... and someone offered me to do it again.
Oh,
So I took it.
All right.
I took it. So it's March 14th. Now, I'm not worried about competing with other comedians. I'm actually worried about competing with the coronavirus, man. The COVID-19. My goodness. No one is coming out to watch anything.
So are you gonna live stream the show?
Yeah, man. I'm not, what are we gonna do?
I
You know
don't
what I
know,
mean?
man.
But the energy is not there. It's I mean,
so
we
weird.
can watch as much Netflix specials
Yeah, but it's different.
you
when-
want, but it's different being there. I mean,
Yeah.
watching my own friends going to the clubs and all. It's so different, and people somehow still have to come out lah. I mean, they've gotta. The scare is there, yes.
Yes.
But I think if you read enough, that if you're not in direct contact with case number 26,
So if you're not a lawyer,
you're probably
you're not a lawyer.
you're
You're not.
probably fine.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
not in parliament.
I'm actually thinking of giving a discount to anyone without coronavirus. Just try to sell the show. as
and then
much
and then give them a sticker at the end. I survived.
Yes, I'm free from coronavirus. Or free coronavirus,
Free
test,
coronavirus. Yeah. Oh gosh. So like, do you have to like do you guys need to do like health checks at the venue now and stuff like that?
I'm not sure though, right? This is
Yeah.
one of those heat-seeking, no, not heat-seeking, heat something,
China had,
heat-sensitive cameras.
like China, their cops now have like this AI helmet
Yeah.
that can like it's like a RoboCop thing. So it's got like a visor, like and like these heat cameras, so they can like pick up like I think like a 5 meter or 10 meter radius. You just look at people and then see who's got a fever.
What?
China, yeah.
China?
That's where RoboCop is gonna come from.
But
China.
that is, but they have really serious case there. I mean, it's crazy.
No, and these helmets, right? They don't just okay. We're here thinking that no, like it's just like a infrared camera that sees heat and all. No, like your life details will pop up.
Huh?
It will recognize your face, hook you and connect you to like the central database and all this kind of stuff, so they know where you live, where you've been, and blah, 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 blah. The whole social economic credit system thing pops out. Yeah.
That's so scary, that place.
Imagine if that became like the next wave of dating.
Oh man, oh shit.
Just
That's
people with
scary.
helmets looking at each other.
I'm worried my wife gets my hands on it. How come I do not know? You did this yesterday.
Get like an IMDb profile.
Yeah, man. This is where what would they call these goggles?
I don't know.
Nosy goggles.
And they're not calling Google goggles. That's all I know.
They don't have to Google it.
All right,
crazy.
what are you gonna do, man? We're like that's another 35 minutes. You wanna go?
Really?
Yeah, you wanna
We
go?
have another 35 minutes.
No, we've done like another 35 minutes. So we're like
Already 35.
an hour and a half.
How do we know whether they have enough of us? We
Right?
should do the live stream next time.
Yeah.
just live stream it like, okay, I think we're just talking to one person now. Bye.
Do you want to go for a break and come back, or
Another break, ah?
or you want to call it a day?
Can.
Okay,
Anything. Is your podcast everything? Have we covered everything?
I don't know.
Everything.
Everything.
I think this is the COVID-19 logo.
Oh, someone stole my thing. China. I'm gonna blame you. Alright, we're gonna take another quick break and we'll be right back. I think the next one's gonna be the final.
Okay.
Batch
Yeah,
lah.
final.
Final.
Yeah,
Well, stick around.
Final.
All right.
It's like a Star Wars movie. Final.
You've made it this far.
Mm.
Right. You're still coronavirus free, or maybe you have it and you just need time to
You
recover.
never know,
So
yeah.
keep
Takes
watching.
2-3
lah.
weeks dormant in the body.
Maybe we should just do a podcast for that lasts for like 2-3
Yeah,
weeks.
just if you start coughing and you
Yeah.
feel liquid in your chest right now.
Yeah, we'll call it the Corona Pals Podcast. All right, we'll be right back.
Hey everybody! If you like this podcast, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Stephen Bones Everything on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Podbean. You can find audio episodes of this podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and most major platforms. Thank you for your support. Okay, let's get back to our program.
All right, round 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time I've gone like this long.
4 rounds.
Yeah, 4 rounds.
I think I know I know why you want to do it this long.
Why?
You're just testing your equipment, right, with me. You want to see how long.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
I'm just here. I'm your guinea pig.
That's
like,
why I turn my phone around and
got
use the
a
good
lot
camera
of
on you.
Shit to talk about. Chi Ho.
I just want to see where my equipment, how long my phone can last in recording and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how long the battery can survive.
Yeah.
Let's do a tech run. after that, let's spend another day reviewing what my phone did. But yeah, we were talking about like during a break, we were talking about like my pipes, right? Like so.
Yeah, your pipes.
Yeah, so last year I got really busy with my videos and all that. I used to vape, then like I got so busy that I just stopped out of nowhere. I didn't realize it
It's
until
a good
like
thing, man.
huh?
You just got yourself a new addiction. Which is
Yeah.
good.
No, like but like
Work.
I stopped and then out of nowhere I didn't realize it, and then like few weeks in I looked at I was like, I saw my vape. I was like, oh yeah, I used to vape. And then the juice already turned black, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm not going back there anymore because it's too easy. And I was like, okay, after a few months, I was like, okay, I don't feel right anymore.
You went for the most uncle thing. Right?
Yeah, and then I was
think
like,
I'm at the right age.
yeah.
Starting pipe. You never know.
And then whenever I bring out my pipe, right, everyone is like, oh, so cool, bro. My grandfather used to smoke one.
That's terrible. Oh my God. Thank you. Who's
Thank
your
you.
grandfather? I don't care.
It's like, hey bro, can ask your granddad DM me lah.
Getting
hang
there.
out.
Yeah, hang out.
Yeah.
You already have this, you know.
Right, yeah. It's like,
This is
and like my friends from college and all that, my musician friends were like,
this is
right?
ancient. See, kids. Yeah.
Just pipes and tea.
Yep. This is what you get into if you're not into Zouk.
This is what happens when you don't do the right drugs. But we were talking about like comedy as well, right? Like doing the corporate shows, and you've got your show coming up, and like I just started doing stand up in second half of 2018, July. So what you're doing, which is like a 1 hour special, that seems like a monumental task that I don't really know if like I can do it, or even if I should aspire to do it, because that seems to be like the bar that everyone is trying to reach for, but I don't know like what's the real reason behind it.
Yeah,
I don't see a sense.
I actually went through the same thing. I did not know what it was for. I did not know it was gonna be good.
Yeah.
But all I know is I just want to try it out. It's like bungee jump, you know.
Mm.
But this one lasts an hour.
Yeah. And then you got to get more people to watch you.
Yeah, and then
instead of you
and
paying
then
for the
I-
bungee
I-
jump, people
yeah,
come pay to watch you.
I
lah.
needed to learn the mechanics behind organizing my own show, how much money spent, and I need to know where to spend on.
Yeah.
If I want to do more, and where to do it, and who are the people who can help me. I needed to know all those, and the only way for me to do it, other than snooping around asking people, is to actually experience it myself, which is to do it lah. So I made a total of 22,088 ringgit, 20,088 ringgit from the whole show.
From the whole tour.
Yes, and the cost of the tour is 20,000. So if you do the maths, I only made 88 ringgit, which is fine because
It's fine, yeah.
it's covered, right?
As long as you didn't have to fork out all 20,000 and not get anything back, yeah.
I just don't know what to do with the 88 ringgit, and I can't do anything.
Gosh.
That's so,
Man, I thought when you said you made 20 plus thousand, I thought that was like after deducting everything. I didn't know that.
so the 88 ringgit, I was thinking like, should I bring myself out for a nice dinner?
Get a massage.
You know,
Get a 1 hour special
that is
massage.
88 ringgit. It's just. Yeah, I would go to an expensive restaurant and say like I'll have what he's having if he cannot finish the food, because just give it to me. Just I couldn't afford it.
Man. But yeah,
so
that's
silly.
because like everyone will think that after you go, like you put this comedy tour together and you did it, you came back, now he must be rolling in it lah. Now you know every time they see like even at MACC when you guys put on like a 3-4 nighter kind of show, or do the nationwide tour, everybody thinks that these guys are like they're selling out stadiums,
but
and
they don't see the cost though.
Yeah.
I mean, I made a video. I paid for some actors to do the video. I paid for a team to do the video. I had a photo shoot and I paid for that as well. I paid for a few halls.
yeah.
I had a joint venture with a few organizers.
So you had to split the 88 bucks,
split the money, and then out of all that, I possibly gotten 1,100 people to come watch our show, which is pretty
it's good.
impressive.
Yeah.
But if you do the math and you look at the the tickets you're selling, which is around like 50 ringgit, which I think it's fair for a show nowadays. There's actually a lot of money goes into it. That
Yeah.
you have to sell out almost everything in order to make something good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to do it in big halls, which has more than 250 people and above.
And those are still considered not big.
Yeah,
right?
it's not considered big.
Yeah.
But you got to do that to why is because each hall has a different rate, and more people in the hall means you can charge less. When you charge
Yeah.
less, more people come.
Economies of scale, basically.
And all those things. And the smaller the space, you will get a full house, a smaller space, but also not the money.
Yeah.
But the full house can basically sell your next show.
Yeah.
Because everyone say, wow, full
Sold
house!
out! Yeah.
You know, but actually the room sits 50. You know? So that's the trick, basically.
He sold out for like 3 nights in a row.
Yeah. But
in his own house.
writing wise, it's
Yeah.
a long and very boring process, you know. That I wrote for, I think, at least 6 whole months to come up with 60 minutes of stuff. I even pulled in some really old jokes which are refined and improved. And I think after a while of writing, you realize, oh my god, this is so boring. Is this even funny?
Yeah.
But when you did it first time in the show, you're suddenly reminded that, hey, yeah, actually all these things are actually funny.
Yeah.
Because
Because you're too close to it, right? Sometimes.
Yeah,
You're so
just-
close that you don't see the joy anymore.
you don't see the joy, you don't see why is it funny anymore. But when you perform it, hey, people laugh lah. Shit,
Yeah.
I didn't know. You know?
Yeah.
Because I was
It's like,
practicing.
oh my god, I am talented.
Yeah. Which is why I think it's important to do. I see the importance in doing a lot of open mics, but at the same time, also those who come for the open mics will probably won't come to see the full show anymore because they thought, hey, I've seen some already.
Yeah.
So
And usually the open micers are all like students of the game, right? They are trying to like
yeah, and
find a way and
not only that. I mean, a lot of senior comics also, they if they have the guts, they would do it lah. But I think I'm used to writing and performing long form jokes, and I don't have a space to perform it other than places like in Crack House Comedy Club, where they allow comics who want to improve on their 20 minutes and not their 3 minutes.
yeah.
So we can then do that, but I think the flip side of that is not many people will turn up,
Yeah, true.
and you probably get a very very bad energy,
Yeah.
and you would doubt yourself more. You might.
Yeah,
It really depends though.
I haven't been very active on the open mic circuit for like the last few months because like I kind of felt like I wasn't sure what I was going for or what I was trying to grow anymore. Until I did this recent corporate gig, when I had like half an hour and some to do whatever I want to do. Then I was like, oh, okay, I did my bits, you know, I did some stuff that I came up with on that day. A bit of real talk with the organizer because this lady that hired me, like we met in very weird circumstances, so I addressed that as well. Some stuff in joke form as well. But it was the fact that, you know, I was given that kind of time to just do my thing and just go through the paces. Then it was like, oh, this is what like I'm trying to find at the open mics, like introducing structure, introducing timing, you know, introducing a flow, you know, because like God's honest truth, a lot of the stuff I was like free flowing at the time, which is, I think as a stand up it's not highly encouraged lah, you know, but I also felt that because I haven't had that chance to like do something like this, so if I went to the open mics, I wouldn't know, okay, well, I'm doing open mics, I'm trying this joke, try that joke, but what is it really for? How does it really go together in the end, right? Because we're always getting like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, you're lucky. I'm not complaining about the time because it is the nature of the beast, right? But it's like when you never get that chance to feel that half an hour or feel like that longer set, you know, you don't know what's going on. And somehow it's in a room that's eager to watch you.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the five fellas at the open mic that you know don't know who everyone is. This one, like, you're hyped and everything. You're built to succeed. You know? And then I'm not saying I failed, but I know for a fact that there's a lot of things I have to tighten. I should work on and tighten up.
So it's your first one, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Way to go, man.
Yeah. So like when my friend was like, "Wow, how many songs man do?" It's like, it's half an hour. I was like, I'll do 4. Heck, I'll do 5 songs. I don't care. I was like, but like one song is like 3 to 4, 5 minutes, right? It's like 20 minutes. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Cause stand up, I don't
got
have
the
that
thing,
much.
you got the thing going. It's great. And I actually find corporate easier than clubs sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just I think of the level of expectation in corporates, for me, it's like very low. I was like, okay, no,
Yeah, cause
no
like
no
corporates
one's gonna listen to me. I will over prepare and I will do my best.
Yeah, and corporates, I think the audience, like, they're not expecting a comedy performance. They're not expecting anything. So like the fact that wow, funny okay,
then
not
they
bad.
listen,
Yeah, then
that's
listen
why
and they're
you
happy.
get it the first time.
Yeah.
The clubs, I would say, although I would say almost all my club gigs are actually very, very nice. But I still have that little bit of fear that of it being out of control.
Yeah.
And it's not that I want control, but also I just don't want it to go out of control. I don't want to control, but I just don't want to oh, don't say these things when I'm doing something. If I do, I will riff and hey, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for this gentleman. You know, so sporting. I think he can talk. I think so. You know, you gotta. I don't wanna.
People try to start conversations mid-set, right? When you're in the middle of a set.
Yeah, and all those things. And the thing is with clubs is, I think after a while when you realize, and this is me not being humble at all, right?
Yeah.
I tell myself to okay, you either kill or not. Like you better kill. This is a club.
Yeah.
And then they announce you, like some MCs will announce you like overselling, like he's got
That's
12
the worst,
years
right?
experience, you know, he's got 2 house, 2 car, 2 kids, but only 1 wife. Do the jokes for him. And suddenly I'm like, just
Shut up and let me just go.
just you know, these jokes would be a lot funnier if you didn't expect it to be a lot funnier.
Because even like the corporate gig I did recently, right? The MC was like, hey, you just send me your write-up and then let me know how to introduce you lah. Then you let me know what you did. And I was like, okay. So I typed, right? I was like, oh, he's the creator of this video, that video. Let me introduce him up so he can tell you more about himself.
That's
the best,
right?
yeah.
That's the best.
Don't hype. The more you hype, the worse it gets, right?
There's some corporate MCs, especially those again, you know, hire a professional to do this. They're the in-house ones. I know like they, you know, this gentleman. They always pick those like very nicely dressed and can speak.
Yeah.
Does not mean you
yeah.
can become a good MC. You know.
Yeah.
So he'll go on and like blah 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 blah. Read out my stuff verbatim, and then he goes like, that was what he asked me to read. Upon further research, I found, I'm like, at www.phoonchiho.com, he also mentioned that, no, those are all the things I don't want you to say, and just get me on. Like,
You see, in the future, you don't have to worry about this. It's because in the future, like, all the audiences will have the helmets from China.
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, just put on your visors and get ready.
Buy data. I was like, oh man. The other day my kid went here and no, they did not. It's in the record. You did not check it. Your child has a fever. What are you doing here?
Yeah, man. Those are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah lah. I think it's a occupational hazard lah.
Yeah.
For our line of work lah. These are the things.
But it's like our local comedy scene is still, I would say it's still in that stage where it's extremely passion driven as opposed to, because like the financial reward is simply not there yet.
If you do corporate, yes.
Yeah, corporate is the only way out lor. So like me starting my videos and like putting the parody songs together and all that, right? That all stemmed because I wanted to, like, I really enjoyed doing stand up and I was like, okay, I want to make people laugh, so I want to do more. I want to get better at making people laugh lah. So, and online, there's people online, and one thing I didn't want to encounter was like I saw guys who were really good comedians, who spent like 5 years grinding it out, or 7 years grinding it out. But then when it came time where they were ready to shine, like, to get into the corporate sector was a big problem because, like, no social media numbers lah, nobody knows who they are lah, those kind of thing. Everybody who's been to a comedy show knows who they are, right? But then when you're talking about corporate shows where the money is, nobody knows you, right? Which is a problem because that is the real Joe public, the general audience out there, right? So I was like, okay, with music, it's the same pitfall as well. So I went into the video thing with a bit of a plan, looking at it as like, okay, if the videos do well, great, because then it's a marketing thing for me as well. So as I go, I build the numbers, because I did know that I want to turn comedy into some. I felt like I could monetize comedy somehow, for my income kind of thing. As opposed to like starting a hardware business or God knows what lah. Yeah. So I was like, okay, comedy looks like a possibility, right? So how to do it, and how to get to that cash grab stage, that stage where like you can turn into a career in the shortest amount of time. Because the initial discussions I had with people was that it generally took at least 5 years for you to get not even good, but just competent, right? At stand-up comedy. And if you want to turn into a career, you're probably looking at like 7 to 9 year range. And even then, it's still 50-50 because it's very dependent on what your sets are. Are you willing to be a corporate comic? Because there are some comedians who just, the way their material always comes out, they just can't do corporate shows, right? Because of maybe their personas or their usual content and all that. It doesn't work, right? Unless like special circumstances lah. Yeah. So at this, it was a lot of conflict in my head because like, okay, I know like corporate is where the money is, but the art form itself,
Yeah, I think in corporate, I think when I got into it a long time ago, I already told myself, alright, I want to get into corporate. I should be able to tell myself not to love my material, but to somehow find the ones which are appropriate for
the audience,
for the audience, and funny, and you don't need that sort of quality because it's
about making people laugh.
It's about making people laugh. They're not there to appreciate your jokes. No one's gonna dare. You're gonna, wow, I love how you structure your jokes, man. I like your transitions, your segues between jokes. No one's gonna say that.
Exactly.
No one's gonna, you're funny. That's it. So I was just focusing on just getting there, funny, and just really forcing myself to sit down and write about stuff that people here might know. Write about Malaysia. Write about the things they go through every day. Here is my opinion on how all these things came to be. And I even threw in like a dance finale thing where I thought, if let's say there are audiences who basically don't understand the first half, the last half,
you get them with body language.
Yeah, it's all physical stuff.
You slip on a banana peel.
So I've been actually doing very very nicely in corporate comedy, which is nice. I have, I think, best of both worlds. Some jokes here and also some comedy / dance thing, which I think you have too, because you have your songs things going.
Yeah, exactly. So
you gotta just basically mingle with the crowd, make them laugh a bit,
exactly.
And then you just segue into another song. It's great.
The reason why I didn't want to go down the route of doing a half an hour of straight stand up was because I knew there were already guys doing that, like yourself, like Jason, Harith, Douglas, all these big names and all that. There's no way I'm gonna compete with this unless not within a 3-year span. If 5, 8, 10 years, maybe there's some chance. But
Douglas has good beats for corporate, and also he does the songs as well.
Yeah,
I've done corporates with him, where if the crowd is extremely bad. And you would know it because no one laughed at my my bit except for one joke or something like that, right? And he would actually switch on and say, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll start off with a song. Just basically sell the song first.
Yeah, exactly.
Get direction and then figure out what to do next for the next 20 minutes before he ends with another song.
Yeah.
So it's like that lah. I mean, somehow, although I always feel more comfortable doing corporate, there's also the lack of control,
Yeah.
complete lack of control that forces me to think, okay, don't even think about controlling here lah. Just do your best. Just
survive.
Just be out there, you know.
Yeah.
If they're more Chinese, use a thicker Chinese accent. If they're more Malay, you know, talk like you're a very, very a stupid Chinaman. And okay, no Indian companies will hire stand-up comedians. I'm sorry, but that's true. You know, and
My god,
that's it. It's just low quality, low brow, brash, loud,
my friend
and physical.
My friend taught me this. Like the whole issue about like Indian people always like get rejected when it comes to like renting places and all that, right? And then I had a discussion with him. I was like, yeah, but it's because it's happened enough times that people start to form a pattern, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah lah. If you've never encountered it or it's not been a pattern and you decide it's like that, then it's racism. But if it's happened enough times, then how we then there's this gray area, right? I know. Like to a lot of people, like no, but it's not everybody. Yeah, but there's enough data.
Mm-hmm.
And then my friend, he said, yeah, bro, this is not data. This is not racism. This is big data.
Oh man, those things.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but yeah, like, just now you were talking about like not being too attached to your material, right? I think that was one of the lessons I was able to learn when I was doing my videos. Because I was churning out one a week, so there was no time to get attached to ideas. If something works, you take at the ball and you run. If the moment it doesn't work, you have a better ball, you take that ball and you run. Right? And then because you're always dumping stuff out there, you're not like emotionally you cannot get too attached.
Yeah.
Right? And like even if a video doesn't do well, I don't have time to be upset because I got to start work on the next one the next day. Right? And if the video does well, I can celebrate, but like maybe for a short while, and then I have to go on, focus on the next thing, which might just eat crap, Yeah, so I think that was one of the. I don't know if a lot of comics, like other comics early in their craft, will have this issue of like being willing to let go of material or holding on to material too tightly. It's like too dear to their hearts. But what last year did for me was like, I felt like it accelerated the process of like me trying to understand.
I'm not sure. I think what I'm trying to I want to find out whether is it because I truly think that if you make enough people laugh and you turn enough heads, you have enough followers on Facebook, you can say whatever you like.
Yeah, there is that.
But I think I'm still not there yet. I think people will still continue to judge me based on the amount of times they laugh in the show, and I'm focused on that. But also, I mean, I myself, I can't say I enjoy every single thing I put up there, but I think I have the ability to show that I'm actually enjoying it.
Yeah.
And if you were to ask me, do I like anything in my corporate set? I like none of it. But I think that's the energy I put out, It's like, oh, you laugh at that, You laugh at that, Hey, here's another joke I don't really like. I tell you the joke, and then you laugh at it. Oh, another one. Wow, great.
Yeah.
Here's 10 more minutes of the shit that I really do not tell in class. So I go for it.
But there's value in that because like this is the stuff I go out of my way to perform because it pays the bills.
Yeah, you
right?
have to. Yes.
I make these jokes so that you guys will laugh and like you guys will pay me my paycheck so that I can go back to the clubs and do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because like if imagine if it was if the club weeks operated the same way. Or like Jiho, okay, we are a comedy club, but it's the same rules as corporate. That would be tragic, man. That would be tragic, right?
Well, depends lah, right, on the material, but I think it would be very, very mentally taxing for the performer lah.
Oh, okay, my phone.
Oh, it's dying.
It finally died. All right.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, we still got the audio. Let me see what I can do with the visuals over there.
Uh,
ditch effort.
this is crazy.
You figure it out. All right, home stretch, and in 3, 2, 1. All right, we lost the visuals for a while there because the phone finally
Finally died.
it died. It reached its limit.
Yeah,
and had enough.
tested it. So now you know.
Now you know we got about 2 hours.
We'll reveal the model to you.
Yes.
Very soon.
Yeah, this should be a benchmark test for all phones in the future, right? Oh, man. Anyway, we were talking about the corporate set thing. The corporate sets, the comedy clubs, and speaking of comedy clubs, Chi Ho's he's restaging. It's a 1 hour special, and it's called Creepy.
So because it's
be
restaging, it's going to be called Creepy Again.
Creepy Again, not
Yeah.
Creepier.
Creepier. I think Creepy Again.
Creepy Again, huh?
Yeah,
it's
sounds
more
sounds
accurate.
better. Creepier. Some my Chinese friends won't be able to pronounce.
Mm.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the government, because technically, again, the creepy old men are coming back.
Yeah.
Creepy again, So.
All right. Where and when is SBE? Where to get the tickets?
It's gonna be at PJ Live Arts on the
Mm-hmm.
14th of March. I think we start at around 9 p.m. If not mistaken. You can buy the tickets at mygoodtimes.asia. mygoodtimes.asia.
Okay, I'll try to put like the link in the video, but if it doesn't, it's gonna be in the description
It's like somewhere here.
somewhere here. I don't
somewhere
know,
here.
like yeah.
But you gotta
That's like the entire production budget. lah.
Remember,
Yeah,
remember whatever it is,
Yeah.
and then you type it out in your
Yeah.
phone, so that you can open another tab, and you type it out on the tab,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. And
But
then
if your memory is very good, you can just straight away type it out on the tab.
one day someone will come to this room and it will be like Indiana Jones kind of thing where like there's multiple tablets and phones and all that all reflecting each other, and you need to like send one image.
Man, that'd be the day.
Yeah,
All
and-
my kids would be so
yeah.
happy seeing that.
Yeah, you make the connection, then you get internet. Or the Wi-Fi password will reveal itself.
Yeah, like should do maths, right? To reveal password.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's hard. Please come out.
Yeah.
Please watch it. I had a really fun time performing, and a lot of people said it was really nice. I don't know because I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I performed it.
Statistically speaking, more people have enjoyed Chi Ho's comedy, especially his special, more than they've enjoyed the coronavirus.
I would say, yeah,
It's accurate, right? Yeah.
that's very easy maths.
Yeah.
Yep.
So where else can we find your stuff? Websites, links, social medias?
Well, I do have a website that is, I think, specifically for people who want to hire me to do stuff. www.phoonchiho.com. I do not have my own channel like my friend here, and hopefully, I'll do enough to be able to start my own channel. And you can follow me on Facebook,
Yes.
Phoon Chi Ho Comedy, and Twitter at Chi Ho Ho Ho.
Wow, very smart, huh?
Instagram, no, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, all you see is just not.
It's a visual media, so
Yeah.
kind of disturbing on that end. So yeah, don't forget to check out Chi Ho's show coming up, and hire him for your next gig or event. Otherwise, we'll be doing this podcast over and over again.
Jokes and physical comedy,
That's right.
family friendly. Yeah, all the
Sometimes-
kids
yeah.
love me, but don't bring kids.
Yeah. The kids love him in a non-creepy way, so it's fine. Let's see. And with that, thank you, Chi Ho. Come
See you,
back
man.
next time.
It was a
We'll do it
pleasure.
again.
Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much. Very good tea.